Yeah. My drawing is.
Are we just gonna skip the intro altogether? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I got
Holy shit.
I got some meat. Watch.
Okay.
We're gonna get to it later.
Oh, routines now?
Yeah. So So yeah, I like having a little drawing like that. Like I gotta do that. I wake up, I do my call. You know what I mean? Something about that gets you. You know what I mean? Just knowing.
What your day consists of, you're just
knowing you're on your path. Like, all right, step one, coffee. Step
it's
two.
It's like a check mark throughout the day. You just ultimately get to the end, and then you're like, boom, done.
Yeah, and it's cool because you're in the present. And you're like, let me get this shit done quick. Boom.
Yeah.
I can tell you, I've been riding off the fucking energy from last week. Ever since we shot that, I'm rip roar. I'm so fucking ready to go.
You ready to talk all fucking day, every day?
I was riding off the energy. It was a shame we didn't link Saturday. Like,
no, yeah. Honestly, it's a good thing. I feel like it's limited. You know, we're gonna have a lot more to talk about because then we probably would have continued the conversation.
Yeah.
Fell silent a little bit. Fell behind.
You gotta live. You gotta live. You gotta talk about the week. You gotta talk about
and you know what? So much has happened, man. Coronavirus. Fucking people losing their shit, losing their minds.
It's getting big. I did the math.
I don't even want to. Fuck that, man. Honestly, it's.
By the way, this is the 6th episode of the FMI podcast with Sean the Don Donnelly
and your boy Ills. What up? We back at it again.
That's right. Anyway.
I want to actually pick off. I've been thinking about this for the whole entire week, dude. That it's been. I've been thinking about those wings, and that's what we left off as.
Yeah, okay.
We went to go get the wings.
Yep.
They were pretty banging, by the way. I took them like a little bitch because I was sweating my ass off afterwards, but they were banging. They were good, man. It was well worth the advertisements on 95 and whatever the hell else.
We want to give a big shout out to the Jug Handle in New Jersey. You know what I mean? Wings, tight.
Sponsor your boys.
Bartenders, 6 to 7. You know what I mean? There's a couple 8s in there, but they're alright.
You talking about the dude?
I'm talking about in general.
That guy was like a solid 8, bro.
You think he was a solid 8?
Nah, he was pretty old. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll give him a solid 8 on like actual job etiquette.
Okay.
Like he probably handles his business.
I was talking.
Like he comes in because he was like right there and there, dude. We walked in. He was like, "What's up, fellas? Let's go. What you want? What we drinking? What we eating? You can take a seat right there if you'd like." I was like, "Damn, bro."
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you what you think about your wings. He's like,
no, he definitely handled. Like an old school. He definitely handled his biz. I was talking about like some of the chicks that be in there though, like the looks. That was my 7 and 8s. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. They throw it down there. Any bar with a pool table. I feel like shuffleboards for degenerates. You know what I mean? Any bar with a pool table.
It's a weird mixture of old school and new school. I don't know. It's weird, right? Because it's like hipsters will get behind it, like millennials and shit. They'll be like, "Fuck yeah, shuffleboard, dude." Yo, you fucking see me in shuffleboard, bro? Fuck that man up last weekend.
There's always
I don't know. I don't get it.
There's always a fucking alcoholic on a shuffleboard table. Pool, I feel like no, you know what I mean. There's so much pride on the line.
Yeah.
That no one wants to broach it. You know what I mean?
I feel like every person ever playing pool in a bar is just always betting. Like you can bet on that.
You showed up with your skill. I don't mind being rusty and playing, making a little bit of ass of myself. But yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, pool is. I mean, I think you get. Pool can sometimes decide whether you're getting laid that night. You know what I'm saying?
Is that how it works? So you think there's just constantly people overlooking? They're like, man, if this guy wins, if this guy sinks this next shot, I'm already a little moist. But as long as that ball goes in that hole, man.
I think.
And for those who are wondering what the fuck that was, that's a poor stress ball. Well, it's not a stress ball. It's like a yoga ball, right? Is that what they're called? Are they called
like an exercise ball? Yeah,
exercise balls. Being fucking tortured by a 600-pound man.
That's true. Yeah, I am laying down some weight on the ball. Now here's how it goes with the pool, right? So you're in there, right? You're doing your thing. You're in the bar. Everyone's watching. You know, everyone's doing their shit. Enter the Don, a slick man, right?
We're gonna do one of these.
He walks in, focused, gets a game in, bangs out shots, makes them hot, doesn't talk a lot. You know what I mean? Just
lasers.
Polite.
But
just
classy.
classic.
But savage.
Let me get some room for this shot. Let me pull my shit back. Blah blah blah. All that happens. That's a good intro.
Now, do you like when you go and you plan on playing the pool game? You know, do you normally dress for the part? Like you wear your best pants so that way, like when you're lining up for the shot, you know, everyone's looking. You're like, I know these jeans make my ass look big, but what do you guys all think?
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
I definitely want the donk to stick out. You know what I mean? I want to show. You know what I mean? I want to throw that tush out. I want to be on people's grill with it, but it's there. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you into that,
you know, it's funny you say that. I feel like anytime I've ever seen a pool game, and it's crazy because people get so fucking pissed at pool games, dude. People are salty as fuck. Like I mean, people that play video games are pretty salty, right? I mean, we know that, like the sweaties and all. But dude, like people that get whooped at pool are like, man, he fucking cheated. Like, that person bumped me, man. I was just trying to get to the bathroom, man. Why the bathroom gotta be there, man? If it wasn't there, man, I would have won.
Pool and strangers can sometimes not mix.
Yeah.
I've seen, you know, it gets heated. It gets, you know what I mean?
It's like, I guess the problem with that is, like, I probably wouldn't want to, like, get my ass beat in front of, like, people, you know?
Yeah.
Just like when I'm at Dave & Buster's, I'll play games I know I'm good at, you know?
Like,
I'm not going to sit there and just get my ass handed to me by, like, this 10-year-old kid next to me at Whack-A-Mole. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not happening.
The Whack-A-Mole high score charts is a fucking monster.
You know, I'm over here, like,
yeah,
playing fucking Galaga, dude, you know, or whatever the Dave & Buster's version of that would be. Just tearing up that high score. And then all of a sudden you find out you're, like, fourth. Like, all right, that's fine, because this dude spent how many tickets on this game? I just spent, like, 15.
I like to play.
And that's one game, I think, by the way. Something like that.
Yeah, I like to play a little DDR at the Dave & Buster's.
It's a big one over there, yeah.
A couple shots of Patron deep. Let me show you mine, because I think women equate dancing to sex. So you want to throw down your, you know what I mean? Like, that's why clubs do their thing.
I don't think DDR qualifies for that, dude.
I think they see the big man moving, and they're like, yo, buddy can fuck. You know what I mean?
But he got foot movement.
Yeah, he can move around, you know what I mean?
He's nimble on his feet.
And he's out here, you know, most people are, you know what I mean, stiff shoulders, trying to keep it tight when they out in the club or in the bar.
You're saying you're like playing with your whole body.
Yeah, I got my whole body.
Those buttons around.
I'm slapping it with my hand, you know, and get down, bang, coming back up.
Smacking the rail like you back up on it.
Yeah, I throw all that bullshit out, stop looking at the screen when I can, just fucking...
You ever see those like videos where people play it and then they do like the Michael Jackson crisscross and shit? They're like their legs are turning into X's, and then all of a sudden they turn around, they hit the notes, they turn around and do that, and then and that's a sign of dominance right there, bro. That's like I'm the alpha, dude.
That's big dick energy right there.
That's fucking huge dick energy, bro. That's scary, honestly. I would not mess with that, man. But then you got me in playing Guitar Hero.
Yeah,
honestly, dude, that's actually one of the only places you can play Guitar Hero at nowadays. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's true. And that's kind of, I think that draws a little different a crowd too, right? Those chill, you know.
I'm sorry, did you just get up and do a whole routine, by the way?
I wanted to know. I wanted to know if what you were explaining was the thing that I was doing. Come on, like a little bit. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, man, the Guitar Hero is dope because it's Guitar Hero 3, and Guitar Hero 3 was not the best, but it was good. It had a good song selection.
Yeah.
Like, I think Guitar Hero 1, hands down, was the best song selection.
Nice.
Guitar Hero 2 was good because of, like, the way that it played and all that, you know, just, I guess, the new features that they brought in, which wasn't really even that much. But it was just, like, quality of life stuff, you know? It was like, oh, you know, you get a smoother guitar, or, you know, you get smoother, like, transitions and stuff. So that was good, but then Guitar Hero 3 was just, I mean, the soundtrack was a little questionable, but they do have some hits on there, man.
If you're the kind of dude that can't hit that fifth button, you know what I mean? You get no pussy in your crew playing Guitar Hero. DJ Hero.
I mean,
I lost my fucking mind on that shit, though.
Yo! Yes, DJ Hero, they actually, I'm surprised they never took off, because they made 2 of them, and then that was kind of it.
True.
You know? But that's funny that you actually bring that up, because I was recently, I was looking at shit online, and they're actually coming out with another, I guess, version of that. It's called Fuser, I think.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. So apparently, I mean, I didn't see any gameplay. I don't think there is any actually out, but we could double check. but it's basically like, I guess, a DJ version of it. So you just mix songs together or whatever,
Okay.
and that's really all I got out of it. But it looks pretty cool, man.
I got you. Huh. Fuser.
Yeah, Fusion or Fuser or something like that. Of course, you go on like the Instagram page and there's like people just fucking losing their shit, hating on it. Fuck DJ Hero 3, brr. Fucking negativity everywhere.
Yeah.
Just
What would happen with me with DJ Hero is, you know, I'm out 9 to 5 crushing it. This is 10, 11 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm out killing it. Come back home riding off that energy. I'm in my living room losing my fucking mind. My roommates are like, Jesus, dude.
spinning the shits, dude.
My roommates would leave the fucking room when I'm throwing it. You know what I mean? Because I just would go ham on that shit. And I turn back around 2-3 hours later. Everyone's just like,
Just you.
all right, man, you done? You good? You good? Yeah.
Your live set is over now.
They ain't even really like trying to push. They're just like, you all right? You all
And,
right?
like, out
You
of
done?
frustration, they're the guys that like provide you the smoke because they're just like,
Yeah.
finally over.
Yeah. That show is.
Yeah, no, man. DJ Hero was definitely.
Yeah.
He was definitely cool. Like, it was a cool concept. I don't think it grabbed like everybody's attention. Honestly, I don't think many people enjoyed it. I think it was more like, I don't know. They looked at it more of a,
Yeah.
I guess, kind of just like a fluke, maybe something to continue until the next Guitar Hero game.
I
or
think
Rock
yeah,
Band.
yeah. I think guitars are so hot and Rock Band was tight. Like guitars are the epitome of getting bitches. You know what I mean? If you ain't got game, you ain't
Not
got.
today, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a scene for it. But if you're a dude who doesn't have any game, you can sit at home and learn guitar. You can come out and play it, and people, you know what I mean? You can draw a crowd. It's really the hack. It's the getting laid. Guitars are the getting laid hack. If you learn a guitar, if you ain't got nothing in your life, if you learn a guitar, you draw a certain kind of grungy type. You know what I mean?
I feel like when you play guitar, that's one of the things you say is, "Yeah, man, I play guitar."
Yeah, I do it a little.
It's definitely
yeah.
something that always slips into a conversation. You
Yeah.
just- yeah, you know, it's just a little bit of a long day at work. You know, I was coming home, gonna play some guitar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for bringing that up. I guess you know.
You want to come up on the mic a little bit? But yeah, I agree with you. Anything you do that you think, hey man, I'm gonna parlay this into, you know what I mean, some macking game. You always want to do it subtle, you know. Always want, I just do this and that, you know what I mean. Like, yeah, I'd rather unicycle once in a while, you know.
Yeah.
You always you want it. You never want to be like, here's what I do, blah blah blah. You know what I mean. You got to throw it in passing while you're talking about something else.
Yeah. No, and it's funny because when you do, most of that stuff just kind of goes unnoticed, and it's like 3 months later, you're like, wait, that's right. Brandon plays the guitar. That guy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to him about it. It's like whenever somebody needs you to play that guitar, you're like, oh, that fucking guy did it.
Yeah. Just said, I'm like, I was on the way back from a set. You know what I mean? There's a lot of traffic. Wait, a set? What do you do? Yeah, you know, I pluck a few strings here and there.
Some
You know?
gig, the banjo.
Yeah. That's.
Yeah, man, that's, I don't know, but
That's the lane, man. I want to learn how to play the piano, dude. Piano's always fascinated me.
piano's good because it's so versatile nowadays, especially because you can just learn that stuff on pretty much anything. I mean, you can pull up an app on a computer, a program you can download, like hell, even iTunes, like you get that shit for free, and then you can just practice it on there.
Yeah.
And it's nice because there's so many different variations of it. It's not like some people I think might have a problem, where maybe some people are more drawn to the piano sound, right? So they're going to go, okay, I'm going to play the piano. And then some people are going to be like, oh man, I really want to learn the piano. But they play it and they're like, man, this just isn't my sound.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the benefit of, having a digital version of it, I guess, and just
Yeah.
multiple different variations of, sounds you can create. That's...
Yeah, because
people create music nowadays anyway.
Yeah, because you can do classic piano, and then you have 30 different skins you can throw over it.
Right.
Electro piano, that kind
Yeah,
of
like, I mean, you're not gonna spit on a hot ass track of like Mary Had a Little Lamb, like yeah.
Once in a while, I hear hip hop artists. I mean, like they'll start with the intro and they'll throw a couple keys down over it, and I'm like, all right, man, that's not bad.
There's definitely some like simpleton fucking rap nowadays, though. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
The simplest beats, and it's like it makes you wonder, like, how the fuck, dude? Like, why couldn't I think of this shit?
the new sound really hurts my soul as a lifelong hip hop fan.
Yeah, I can imagine that hurting you a lot.
Yeah, because I grew up with the, you know what I mean, not Biggie and Pac, but like Jay-Z and DMX. I noticed music when I first heard
the late 90s.
Yeah, mid to late 90s. Not just hip hop. I learned music when I heard Jay-Z and DMX. You know what I mean? All day on hip hop stations. I was like, wait, what is this sound? This is, I heard, the only thing I heard before that was like, sometimes I'd hear rock in my pop's car. Grandma would bump the, you know what I mean, the soft rock. But I wasn't interested. Yeah.
She like rocking the Queen.
She would rock like, you know, everything but the girl. You know, like, where did you go? My lovely. She'd bump that. Pops would bump, you know, AC/DC, you know. And I would play video games all day, and that was the music I liked. And then Jay-Z, you know, Money Cash Hoes, you know, DMX did the feature, Rough Riders remix, you know what I mean? These tracks hit the air, and I was like, fuck. And but nowadays, whew, what is it, man? It's mumble rap. It's a new sound. It's
honestly nowadays, I think the hottest shit is like emo rap, dude. It's so fucking weird, dude, because people are just, it's like if you were to take like a 2000s, you know, a fucking My Chemical Romance song or something, or like one of those like weird depressing bands, right, that people used to be into, myself included, unfortunately. But you know, and that's what it is. Basically, it's just they'll drop like a fire ass beat, like some dude will just like some unknown boy will just go in and be like, listen, man, I got this heat for you. This is my top track. And they'll fuck it up, right? And don't get me wrong, the beat is always so sick. Like on these songs, that's the crazy part, is the beats are so fucking good, and it almost feels like a waste because in the background, some little fucking little shit, little easy fucking dickhead is over here like, yo man, I want to fucking murder my family, kill myself, man. Didn't even rhyme, but somebody gonna appreciate. Like, come on, dude. I mean,
yeah.
I don't get that. I mean, it's cool to express yourself, right? Like, that's definitely a great thing, and nobody should take that away from you, but, I mean, I don't know. That whole entire scene is just kind of weird.
I imagine the democratization of music as an art, with sites like SoundCloud, you know, anybody can be an artist.
Yeah.
Those things have their definitely have their pros, but there's got to be a lot of dudes out here that are just making music that's not hot.
They shouldn't qualify to make music.
And I think that's fine. You know, if you put something out and it doesn't get listens and it doesn't get heard, cool. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, that is what it is. But yeah, man,
But I mean, it's really crazy though, like how many different just genres of music just go unheard. You know, there's so many different songs and tracks and albums and EPs and all this kind of stuff on SoundCloud that it's just goes completely unnoticed. You know, and then you got stupid shit like that where you can't even understand what this idiot is spitting. You know, I mean, like I said, I'll completely understand the whole, you know, the whole emo rap. Like, I get you're in your fields, you know, you got that lo-fi spitting in the back, low key. But I mean, I get that, right? But
yeah,
I mean, that whole mumble scene, dude. That I don't get that, man.
It's great.
It almost feels disrespectful to rap, you know, as a culture.
Yeah, it's great if that's just what you got with. If you just started with the mumble rap, you know what I mean? If you just kind of into hip hop recently, I'm sure that is an amazing sound. But to a dude that's heard come up with the Locks, you know what I mean? Other Rough Riders, like great bands, you know what I mean? Great groups.
My man grew up with the Holy Grail. Like, you can't fucking take that away from him.
Yeah, it's just, I hear it now and I'm like, can I get, man, and they, you know, some of those dudes still make good, you know what I mean, music to this day. And I just hear the other side of it, like, man, I can't get with it. You know what I mean? Like, I try. But yeah, a lot of it's
weird, though, how many different artists in today's day and age are really popular for, like, the same shit. And, like, they're all basically doing the same style of music. There's so many of them, dude. All the Lils.
Yeah.
All the, I don't even know, dude. Like, what else do they have? Well, Lil's always been a thing, though, right? Like, Lil's just been since 2000-ish. Right?
Lil Wayne, I think, became an artist in like 97, 98. You know what I mean? He was out there for
a little. He didn't get hit though, like until.
He was hot.
2000.
He was hot right? When Juvenile was doing his thing. Lil Wayne was with him. That whole Cash Money team. People knew of Wayne, and then Wayne started dropping solo albums, and they liked him. And then Wayne became a new artist. Because you have old Wayne, then you have like the Carter Wayne, this new kind of style. When they came out with that shit that, you know, bitches said they got more class, we know. Everybody.
Is that a Drake song?
Is that I don't even know.
That's a Drake song.
Is that what it is? Ever since that came out,
it's Wayne, but it's on a Drake song.
Okay.
It was that mix of, I think, like, what was it, just like 15 different fucking people on there. Dude.
Is that the joint?
Yeah.
Ever since that came out, thousands of bars of Jack. That flow, that whole we know. You know what I mean? That I've ever since that dropped, I've heard that all the time. It's just,
I'm not proficient in rap enough to be like, fuck you, man. I agree. It's fucking bastards.
I'm not proficient either. Late '90s, early aughts.
Vultures.
When 50 Cent came out, I thought that was the end of hip hop. I thought he was too nice.
That's true. He is definitely like the last like remainder of that era, I guess.
He came out.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah, I thought he was a little poppy and nice and all that shit, right? And so I was like, hip hop's over. It's done. We're never gonna hear great shit again. 10 years later, I hear his recent albums. He's amazing compared to what's out right now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he still making music?
I don't think he's dropped an album in a while, but yeah, the last thing I heard from him, my man Salim, he put me up on Before I Self-Destruct, one of his albums. I heard it and I was like,
It's pretty old though, isn't it?
yeah, it's old. That must have been 2010 or so. I felt like
we got the magic of the whole knowledge of ever,
the whole
in our hands.
library. Yeah,
The
I
compendium of human
Yeah.
history.
I actually felt like a man that found an oasis in the desert when I heard that album. Because I was like, dude, I haven't heard good hip hop in the longest time from anybody besides, I'm a
2009, my guy.
2009, yeah. And I think, I heard about it then. I started getting into, pop and like nice. That's how I got into EDM because like hip hop kind of strayed away from me. So I was like, you know what? I do kind of like techno. Let me get with that. And that's how you and me got down with all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Started with Skrillex and them.
Yeah, it's crazy too because like dubstep's been around for a while, man. That whole scene just kind of like started kicking off in the 90s and then really didn't become really popular in America until, I'd say Skrillex. Like there was definitely a lot of incognito and weird artists, like obscure shit that people would listen to, but like Skrillex I think definitely brought that out. At least from my experience, because I remember hearing a couple of Skrillex songs and just being like, what the fuck is this noise, dude? Like, what the hell is going on here? Just I'm like, holy, what the fuck? Do people enjoy this? Like, and then it's just like, fuck, 3 years later, I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, Skrillex, let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Weird.
Skrillex, the aughts to 2010, that decade, was this lost era because when we started to, the aughts, the 2000s, it was Alice DJ. It was other kind of techno joints, right? There's this lost era where I think it was all underground. Skrillex, he's a punchline now, but when he came out, we were like, God damn, he's nice.
Yeah. He used to be the guy Skrillex. He was part of like an alternative band almost, I think, back in the day.
I heard a few tracks from them too, and it ain't bad either.
Yeah, he was the lead singer, wasn't he? I think something like that.
Yeah, he was the lead vocalist. What's that fucking song? Something Hook.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't remember listening to that particular band, but I remember hearing about it, and some of the people from that scene were like, "Ooh, that's kind of cool." And the man left and did his own thing.
Yeah, he kills it. Recess wasn't a bad album either.
No, it was pretty decent.
The title track where they used the Fat Man Scoop sample. Mm-hmm. That's what I love.
Yeah, dude.
I like when they fuse that shit right.
He definitely had some really good stuff, man. I'm not a big fan of his sound altogether, but he definitely has a solid collection of songs.
Yeah,
for sure. It's just shit that you could like bang to.
He's like the Beatles of dubstep and EDM because he gave birth to it. But when you go back and listen to him, you're like, okay, well, there's better stuff now, so we don't really need you.
Yeah.
Worlds, Porter Robinson. I was just talking about that shit earlier.
You're like fucking hard right now, dude.
Dude, my nipples get hard when I think about Worlds. Porter Robinson's the guy.
Do you really like Worlds that much? Honestly,
I can pop it on. There's some albums throughout all genres. I'm this guy. I got like 5 or 6 albums that I can just pop on and listen front to back, and they're solid. They're great. They're a great listen. Worlds it's a real trip, man. It's nice.
I mean, Worlds is decent, man. It is. I don't know, man. I'm a big Porter fanboy, dude. I love the original, the Spitfire EP, dude. It's just, I don't know, dude. Like that was a different level of shit, I think, back when that came out, man. Because my man, dude, props. Dude was like fucking 16 years old when he dropped that shit. Like that was unheard of at the time, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody that was spinning back in the day was just like old heads, dude. Like people that have been part of music, you know, part of different genres, just producing, like making shit up. And like here comes this fucking kid's like, yo, I'm gonna drop the fucking nastiest beats on you dudes.
Yeah, so I gotta listen.
Disgusting.
I gotta listen to the whole Spitfire EP. But you know, say my name.
Dude, it's like 6 fucking songs.
Yeah, I know. I haven't heard really the whole joint. I just know.
Yeah.
You know
the highlights.
Yeah, I know the
highlights.
Yeah. Yo, when I heard "Say My Name and You Could Say It With Honor," I was like, "All right, guys, I see what you're doing to me."
Kick, dude.
100% in this bitch.
Yeah, dude. That album was so fucking.
Man,
it was so good, man. It really was.
Man's had heat.
He did. He had Spitfire.
Yeah.
He was Spitfire.
Even his new track, whenever he puts something out, I'm just like, fuck yes, man.
I didn't like that whole like Japanese phase that he did, that weeb shit that he was doing.
Oh, that whole
I wasn't really.
Well, I thought you will. No.
Yeah, not a fan. I don't know. Like he had a couple good songs in there, but for me, that was Worlds, wasn't it?
That was Worlds.
Yeah.
I'm so used to Japanese phonetics that when I hear it, I'm just like, nice. All right.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I could get down with Japanese culture and all that, Japanese like anime and whatever. But dude,
yeah,
I can't do the whole weebness thing, man. I don't know.
You know what it is like? You know what? People started coming out with that whole like, oh, you're a weeb. Like, I was a weeb on paper since my mid-teens. You know what I mean? Like I was.
It's a good point.
I love Japanese culture. I came, and by the time I got like to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna go to Japan. I'm so the mysticism kind of just fell off for me, and I was just like, okay, they just do their thing. They put out hot shit. You know what I mean? Cool. And now they become, oh, what are you, a weeb? Like, I swear I almost punched a bitch in the face once over that shit. Yeah, because
isn't it? The thing is, I think, isn't it that people outside of Japan are more weebish than people like from Japan and like an actual country? Like people don't really watch anime as much as we do out here. It's more like geared towards, I guess, people outside of the country. I mean, is that like, I'm pretty sure that's a true thing, right?
Japan has they have their fans, like they have their weeb, let's call them weebs, you know what I mean, for the sake of argument. They got their people. The culture around them is very much, if you like, karaoke is big in Japan,
right?
But if you go to karaoke and you bring like a JoJo song or like some kind of track, they're all gonna laugh at you because like, oh, he just knows anime songs.
Yeah.
He just, you know, he's a nerd. He picks up the shonen jumps.
Yeah.
They have their own thing,
yeah.
right? Dude, you can, as a grown ass man, you don't want to order like dessert or like pick up a candy bar in Japan because
no, candy bar, that's false because they love that shit over there.
No, people love it, but like grown ass men will look at you like, oh, what are you? Oh, you're eating sweets.
With that cream soda, dude?
Yeah, are you sweet? Yeah, there is this thing. It's not the whole culture, but that's the old school culture of like, oh, dude, what are you, sweet little bitch? You know what I mean? You enjoying that little Toblerone, whatever the fuck you're eating? That there is a thing of that. But I think, you know, every year younger folks come up, I think that shit kind of disappears, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's like, because when you live outside of outside of Japan, I guess, you kind of envision it as a whole, like, because you have so many different mangas and animes and video game styles and styles and stuff like that. You envision it almost as if you were going to go to Japan. You're going to be like, damn, dude, that's what this is all about, man. You know, but it's completely backwards, right? From my understanding, it's not really all, like, you're not going to go there and be like, man, did you see that new fucking episode of JoJo, bro? They're like, who?
Yeah.
Huh? What? I'm sorry, who?
Yeah. JoJo is the rare thing that's just been through the culture. I think it's probably seeped into the mainstream. It's just it's an institution, you know, with them. But yeah, all this new shit, I think they just
probably in their museums, like.
Yeah, like
right, like right next to a shrapnel from.
You do.
Avon.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Nah, I'm with it.
Sorry.
No. I'm totally. I got.
No, I'm not apologizing to you.
No. I know. Yeah, I got. Okay, I see. Let's say I got whole bits on that shit. We can.
Yeah, no.
we can throw cuts out.
Let's forget that ever happened.
Yeah,
Museum.
Yeah.
Glass.
But, glass indeed. You
When they have the little miniature trees and shit. World's smallest tree.
Oh, yeah.
With the bonsais. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bonsai.
Bonsai trees.
But you're right. You do look at Japan and you think you go there and it's going to be animated. Now,
It's not.
now, if you're in a place like Harajuku, right? That's an area, I think it's around Tokyo. And in the parks and all that shit, there is like weeb land out in Japan. You know what I mean? That exists. There's just whole towns that are like, we love fucking anime. We don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like Philly's got the Gayborhood. You know what I mean? Where it's like, all right,
They got the anime hood. Like,
they got anime hood. You know what I mean?
well, that's the thing. They actually have, because I think because I was looking into this a while ago, and so the term otaku, right?
Yeah.
The way that people perceive it in America is, and I mean, this is honestly the way that I perceive it, is like a bunch of fucking weirdos, right? That are just, all they do is live and breathe anime, and like their whole fucking smartphone library is filled with fucking anime intros and outros, and that's all they listen to. They got like those fucking hentai shirts, dude, with the faces and shit.
Yeah.
And that's
The faces. I know the faces.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the faces of joy, I guess they call them, or whatever the fuck. Is that joy? Is that I thought that's a weird fucking face, man.
I'll tell you what it is. It's pronounced.
Please enlighten us.
It's pronounced ahego.
Ahego?
Ahegao. That's how you would spell it in English. And it's when the chicks are rolling their eyes and are like, eh.
Are they hurt? Are they pleased?
Their eyes are rolled in the back of their head. Their tongue is out. They're drooling. They're enjoying themselves.
They're just getting the shit like kicked out of them.
No. That is meant to project how sexually pleasured a woman is. That they're
Watch your hand. You're gonna pause that.
yeah. That they're I got you. But that their face is so like, ugh, you know what I mean? Like that's what Japanese.
That's fucking weird.
That's what Japanese.
How
do.
the fuck do they like? Wait. Hold on a second, because
Yep.
I don't imagine like Japanese people like getting down with shit like that. Like, I don't imagine Japanese chicks actually getting to that point. So how the fuck is that like weird fucking fantasy? Where do they get that from?
I believe this is the deepest, darkest fantasies of Japanese men. They want to believe that they are pleasuring a woman so deeply and so completely that their faces are just aghast with ecstasy.
It's got to be with like it can't be sexually, right? Because we all know. We know, obviously, right? But my thing is, it's probably with like a degree. You know, you come home, you graduate.
Okay.
Big ass fucking face, like your girl's all fucked up. And then we're gonna fuck, and then that's about it. Like
as a man who
that's how I see it.
occasionally peruses such material.
I'm not even shocked at all, by the way.
Listen, if you look at hentai a couple times a year, you're not that weird.
I don't know, dude. That stuff is weird, man. Honestly, it is, because and you know what? It's fucking hilarious, because I remember me and a couple unnamed people used to just fuck with people and like print out like weird ass pictures of it and like stuff it in like people's lockers in high school.
Nice.
It's great. It's
Nice.
great, because it was like, what the fuck is going on
Yeah.
here? That's
That's why.
No, but that was it, right? I'll just leave it at that. But yes, dude, some of the stuff, man, it's like, what the fuck? And I'm going based purely off of those pictures that we would just print out and like fuck with people for.
Yeah.
And then it's like the reactions that people see for the first time when they see shit like that should be everybody's reaction. You shouldn't be like, man, I'm just gonna fucking I'm gonna jerk my dick.
I'm a hand,
into this.
yeah,
Like, I'm
yeah.
gonna fucking just. I'm not even gonna use lotion, dude. I'm just gonna dry off this fucking just. Ahegao. Ahegao. Yeah, baby.
Let me. The fuck was I gonna say? I'm gonna blow your mind. I may blow the minds of the listeners, but if you go on to American Pornhub, sites like that.
Oh, what? Can you? Are there like British versions of Pornhub?
No, I just mean
Why did you say American?
Well, like Western Pornhub. You know what I mean? Like if you go on to what we're all very familiar and comfortable with. Pornhub.com.
That's how you get it in Japan.
God, can't fuck.
Yeah.
So check me out. No, check me out. If you go on the Pornhub, right?
Delete the internet in Japan.
There are live actresses that now do ahego face.
That's weird.
Okay, it's seeped. People love it so much over here and over there. that it's seeped into actual Western pornographic culture, and these chicks are they're doing stuff. Yeah,
Stuff.
there's a
Yeah,
number.
we'll call it that.
There's a number of actresses that will emulate some of the mores of hentai. It's weird. That's what it. Japanese culture is infectious. It comes over here, you know, a certain little subculture grabs it and gets.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like, it's kind of cool. I mean, and you know what it is? It's funny because I think people, there's definitely animated shorts and movies and series for everybody out there, right? I feel like somebody could get with something, right? Like you could just be all against it, and you know, I met people like this. They're like, man, I don't fucking animate weird shit.
Same deal.
And then you sit there and it's like, fuck, dude, Samurai Champloo is dope as fuck.
Yeah.
And granted, it's a little bit more westernized, right? Like when it's an anime, but
yeah.
still, I mean, there's something for everybody there.
If you show anybody either Full Metal Alchemist or Death Note,
Death Note's that one.
there's a big chunk of people. Yeah. My girl, she doesn't like anime, but I showed her that, and she's like, "All right, man, you got that one off." You know,
you're talking about the anime, right? You're not talking about that shit movie.
Yeah, I've definitely talked about the anime.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say.
I gotta tell you though, here's the thing. I think these live anime adaptations, like Death Note, or like, you know, they took Bleach and turned it into a live action.
Alchemist 2 on Netflix, that's on there.
Yeah, I feel like these things have a place in anime culture. I don't like. Listen, you have the Japanese adaptations and you got the Western ones. You know, like the Willem Dafoe version of Death Note. You know.
I mean, don't get me wrong, dude. He killed it in there. He did. He
absolutely did. I think he did. Yeah.
But everything else was just complete and utter dog shit.
Yeah, I like Willem Dafoe so much I could watch him read the phone book and take a shit. But
he's not bad.
Yeah, I think people will watch.
I'm gonna revisit that topic in a minute.
Okay,
but keep going.
No. I like Death Note, the English adaptation on Netflix, because I feel like people will see it and they'll be like, "Wow, okay, this is geared more towards people that don't watch anime. They'll like it." And you'll have nerds like me that'll be like, "Hey, you know what? Let me get into let me look at the source material. Let me look at the Japanese version live adaptation. Let me get into the anime. Let me read the fucking manga."
That's a good point. It's like a gateway almost.
Yeah. It's like gateway drugs. Yeah.
I mean, in the case of Death Note, I mean that's completely backwards. You should absolutely watch the anime first. And that's all I'll say on that, because
no, I'm with you.
I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I watched it. I was hyped, bro. When I watched the trailer for Death Note, you know, the live action, I was like, hell yeah, dude, that looks dope. Like, because you know what? They put all the good parts of the movie, almost the show, but they put almost all the good parts in the trailer, to where you watch it, you're like, holy fuck, dude, yes, they got that. And then they make it a point to show off Willem Dafoe as Ryuk. And you just sit there, you're like, fuck, dude, that's so good, man. And then you watch the movie, and it's just shit, decent part. Fuck is this bitch talking about? Why is he a bitch? Why is the main character such a baby ass?
Yeah.
Fucking Ryuk, badass, sick. Apple comes fucking rolling out. You're like, holy fuck, dude. My man's like, ha.
And then you got L.
Dope.
Yeah, and then you got L. Like, they twisted the whole thing around.
They fucked his whole entire story. They fucked him up, dude, completely.
L had like an emotional moment when he was pissed, and I'm like, no, that ain't L. You know what I mean? That ain't my man. You know what I mean?
Dude. Yeah, they westernized the fuck out of that movie, is what they did, and that's actually a problem that a lot of, I think, video game and anime movies and just different adaptations have.
Yeah,
you know, it's weird because, I mean, tell me the last good adaptation of a video game or movie that you've seen. Some people would argue Sonic. I haven't seen it personally, but I heard Sonic was good.
I haven't seen Sonic. Are we talking about movie to game or game to movie? Or both?
Game, anime, manga to movie. To movie. Show. Whatever.
Okay,
live action.
I got
just everything turned to live action.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Exactly.
I'll tell you this, when it comes to anime in general, like a lot of times they try it, like Full Metal Alchemist, they tried it with, and other, you know what I mean, other joints. I mean, they really, I love Japanese people. They are dog shit actors. There isn't a single one in the whole.
Well, you can't. Well, Japanese, you can't say that because Parasite just won, like 15 fucking billion Oscars or whatever.
I've never seen that.
It's Korean.
Is that a?
Is that
a Korean?
Is that racist to say that they're about similar? I mean,
The Japanese people are actually descended from Singapore and Korean people.
I mean,
They migrated to Honshu, the main island of Japan, and they took over the Ainu people.
is that true? Is that like fact?
This is actual Japanese history. This happened around 1000 AD.
Yeah, because I mean,
And then Koreans became Japanese. Sino-Koreans migrated to Japan and then became the Japanese. So they are closely related.
yeah, that's
Korea,
definitely interesting. But again, like I said,
Yeah.
they just won. I mean, Oscars for it, and
did you see it?
no, I didn't. You know what? Because honestly,
I'm
dude,
saying,
that's a weird movie, right? So I watched a couple trailers for it,
Okay.
and I want to watch it because I want to appreciate it.
Yeah.
But when I watch the trailer, I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is this movie about? And then they give you a brief description. They're like, it's like, oh yeah, couple rich people get infiltrated by a bunch of poor people. And that's it. And then you watch the trailer, and it looks almost like exactly what they described. And then there's a little bit of like supernatural shit here and there, and then just a bunch of people cracking like weird jokes here and there. And I don't know, dude. I don't understand it. Like, I want to watch it. I definitely do. But I need to understand what this fucking movie is about. Is it about like fucking ghosts? Is it about fucking The Grudge? Is it about people infiltrating the fucking rich, being poor? Like, is it poor people? Is it rich people? Like, tell me, what is this fucking movie about? Give me a good synopsis.
Sometimes, if there's a great movie,
Synopsis.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
a sign. Hey, give me a sign ass, brother.
We'll edit that out.
Yeah, we definitely gonna edit that out.
That's gonna get it.
No, but
See, I'm not sweating as much anymore.
Yeah,
We'll edit that out.
Yeah. Crazy Rich Asians was a pretty good movie. I thought it was
Pretty good? No, it wasn't.
I thought it was pretty tight, man.
It was silly as fuck, dude. Come on.
I kind of liked it. Yeah, something
It
about
was silly as fuck.
I like walking into a movie not knowing what it's about.
There's a lot of Asian people, I think, that are offended by that movie, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be, like, completely accurate here, but
Yeah.
it might be.
Hey, man, listen, just for the listener, we don't exactly fact check everything we say, okay? You know what I mean? We do our best, but you hear some bullshit, just ignore it. You know, if you know better.
I feel like that should be a disclaimer.
Don't add us about
Before.
Don't add us with your little yeah, we got you, okay? We're not, you know what I mean? We ain't the sharpest tools in the shed, so relax.
Oh, no, we sharp. We just ain't sharp where it counts.
Yeah.
You know, like, if it was a sword, it would be just at the tip or something, you know?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the whole entire blade.
Speak for yourself. I'm about the dumbest motherfucker you ever met.
That's a shame that I have to share a room with you.
Yeah. Rough.
Bro, what did you actually think of these, by the way?
You talking about the White Claw seltzer beverages
The claws of
we've
whiteness.
been partaking?
The claws of whiteness.
I like the black cherry. You know,
Have you tried another one?
I'm gonna crack the raspberry.
Try the raspberry. Like I said, that's second favorite in the pack.
I'll tell you what I think right now. So,
Yeah.
I like raspberry. I like it's bitter.
Me too. Mm-hmm.
It's bitter. It's unlikable. It's everything that I like about myself. You know what I mean? It's bitter and shitty. You know, it suits me well.
I'm a piece of shit, and I love it.
Yep. I will check out Parasite. Now that we've been talking, like, I would have never watched that movie, but since it became up and it's kind of a thing, I'll get into
You're
it.
gonna pirate it, aren't you?
I'm a pirate the balls off of it. Beep. I'm not gonna look it up what it's about though. I like the idea.
Yeah, don't do that because, like I said, I feel like that's what ruined the whole entire movie experience for me.
Yeah, I like.
I genuinely, like I said, when I read the news that, or because I didn't watch the Oscars, obviously. Who the fuck watches the Oscars? First of all,
10 people.
Well, minus all the motherfuckers in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
But when I watched it, or when I read the whole, end review of like, oh, here's what won, here's what didn't, blah, 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 and it was a list, and everyone was like, man, Parasite fucking stole the show, blah, 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 it's like 15 fucking Oscars is unheard of for a Korean movie, and I'm sitting here like, man, that's fucking impressive, right? Like, that's kind of cool, and then I looked up, again, like I said, I looked into it, I was like, okay, what is this movie actually about, though? I read it, I watched the trailer, it made no fucking sense, didn't want to watch it.
So it's kind of even to you right now, even them looking it up, it's a bit of a mystery.
I mean, I might be ignorant, I guess, in a sense, but I mean, that's just again, it seemed like an enigma. Let's put it that way.
I see what you're saying. A lot of good films are. A lot of the artsy film that always catches the awards at the Oscars. A lot of them are very, I don't know what's going to happen next. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to look at it. You're surprised every time. You know what I mean?
Is that a giant bar of soap, dude?
That is a giant bar of
That's big as shit.
shea butter soap. My sweaty ass got to stay clean here and there, when I do show my face to the public. Come out of my cave.
But while we're on the subject of movies, actually, I did say I want to bring this back up.
Mm-hmm.
Willem Dafoe, did you see The Lighthouse?
I didn't.
You didn't. Have you seen anything about it? Did you hear anything about it?
Sure haven't.
It's actually a pretty decent movie. In a weird sense, because it makes no fucking sense at all.
Yeah.
And I just contradicted myself. I feel bad.
Yeah.
But because I didn't watch Parasite, but I watched that fucking movie and it made no sense. But it was actually pretty decent. I guess the whole the aspect that I really enjoyed about it was more just the mystery.
Okay.
And that kind of was really the selling point for me. And I also love maritime shit, dude. I'm a big fan of ocean shit and because I mean it's kind of unexplained, right? I love mystery shit where it's you can't explain that or you don't know what's going on and so. But that's what that movie was about. It's basically about two dudes stranded on a fucking rock in the middle of nowhere. Right, and it's actually based on a true story. But basically, they're lighthouse keepers.
And one of them's Willem Dafoe?
Yeah, one of them's Willem Dafoe. The other one is Robert Pattinson.
Wow.
Yeah, which is weird as fuck, right? Because you're sitting here man, I just discredited this whole movie. But check me out.
No,
it's
I'm
actually not bad.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Robert Pattinson's he's a diverse. People bag on him for.
No, people
Twilight.
fuck with him because it's oh man, Twilight. It's people either love him or hate him for that,
Yeah.
And that sucks to be a man in that predicament where you're man, I'm loved by 10-year-old girls, but I'm hated by everybody else.
It's true.
I'm sorry, Robert, if you're listening. That sucks.
Robert, he's a fan of the pod. He tunes in. You know what I mean? He'll text me when we drop. You know what I mean? Let me know what he thought.
Well, I hope you don't take offense to that, Robert. He's the new fucking Batman, though. Respect.
I heard about that.
Yeah. Suit looks weird. You might want to fix that up a little bit in post-production.
They can't do better than Christopher Nolan's.
Don't get the fuck out of this room, first of all. Christopher Nolan's shit was garbage.
You think The Dark Knight?
Yeah, it was pretty neat. I don't know.
Let's
Everyone's so busy just jizzing their pants over it, honestly, but
let's hear it. I got it.
I don't even want to get into it. I've been over this conversation so many times. I don't even want to do it again. I genuinely I don't want to talk about it because I'm so fucking sick of everybody going, that's the best fucking Batman. That's the best fucking movie. No. I don't want to hear it.
I gotta tell you this. When I watch The Dark Knight, I mean, it's good. It's solid. It's the best of that genre, I think. I don't like the genre as a whole, the whole superhero, blah, blah, blah. Like the Joker, that's a separate movie to me. That's not a superhero. You know what I mean? That's a whole different.
That's what it's meant to be, right? I think.
Yeah.
I still didn't watch that, by the way.
It's pretty good. It's a Joaquin Phoenix movie, so you're expecting he's worked with Woody Allen. You know what I mean? That kind of vibe. Dark Knight, I gotta tell you, I mean, it's just nice. You know what I mean? It's really for a guy who, I still haven't seen Endgame, and I'm not dying to see it either.
Yeah, you wouldn't really miss out on much.
My man Vin, he tells me I would really like it, and I believe him. I'm just not. It's just not on the chopping block.
It's Endgame was.
I heard it's
decent.
drastic.
It's decent, and it definitely does bring a lot of change to that whole universe.
Uh-huh.
But it's not really I don't know, because it's supposed to be quote unquote the best selling fucking superhero movie of all time, right? And it is, and it's damn near the best selling movie of all time. Period, right? I'm pretty sure it did beat. What the hell was it? Avatar.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it did.
Oh, wow.
But they had to do 2 releases for it. So technically it counted, right? Which is a cheat, I think. I don't think that's fair. I think Avatar still has it, even though that's a garbage-ass movie, too.
Yeah.
And I'm still... Have you seen Avatar?
I've seen Avatar.
You might be the first person that I've talked to that actually seen that movie. Wait,
really?
No, let me ask you this. Did you see it in the theaters?
I did.
No, you fucking didn't.
My buddy Matt wanted to go see that shit. We went out to see it. We had a good laugh.
What the fuck was funny about it?
The general with the fucking he's about to go bomb a whole indigenous people, right? and he just has a cup of coffee in his hand, and he's just sipping it. Got his hand on his shoulder. Yeah, what we doing today? Like, dude, this is what you wake up to is murder. You know,
It's
like it's
the
casual.
beginning of his day.
It's casual, dude. Like,
It goes back to that routine thing. It's like, dude, I wake up, I'm like, I need to fuck somebody up today.
yeah, I listen to some hentai, you know, over my coffee.
Listen.
You know.
Listen? Wait a minute, hold on a second. Wait, you just said listen
Yeah.
to some hentai, dude.
I think the audio is the half
Are
the
you
battle,
just
right?
listening to a bunch of middle-aged girls scream, dude? That's fucking weird.
I glance over here and there and see what's good. You know what I mean?
But it's so weird, though, because they probably use the same actors that they do in, like, actual animes, dude. Like, the fucking people. Because it's always like, all right, like, I'll give you an example. Goku, and some people, I might fuck your whole world up, voiced by a girl.
I know.
Right?
Did she die recently?
I don't know. That would be a shocker. I don't think so.
Yeah, that's a chick. Japanese Goku.
But still, like,
Yeah.
that's so fucking weird, right? And they probably use the same fucking voice actors.
Lot of children that are in animation.
Yeah, it's...
They're voiced by women. You know, Boondocks, Huey Riley. Those are chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bart in The Simpsons is voiced by a girl.
Yeah, Nancy Cartwright, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I buy it.
It's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That is so weird, though, right? Why did they do that? I mean, I guess they just, like, pick... I guess
I think
it's, like, with any movie, right? They have.
I think a man that age. So men can't do it because they've already hit puberty and they're like, I'm the fucking dog. You know what I mean?
Well, there's some people that still have, you know, a decent... I mean, there's still some really good, like, voice actors that are obviously had their balls drop way below their knees.
Yeah. Boys can't do it forever because they're gonna hit puberty and become men. You know what I mean? They're gonna crack. You know, season 8, they're gonna
Right? Yeah, makes
lose
sense. Makes sense.
So like I got women that they're let's just find a mannish kind of chick. You know, what voice wise, like a throaty kind of like.
Is it though? I'm pretty sure like most of those like.
Yeah, I guess they're squeaky.
Feminine,
You're right.
yeah,
They're squeakers. You're right. And
That's
but
kinda-
and they can maintain. Yeah, it's a little. But they can maintain that. I mean, look at Simpsons, 30 seasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's a.
Did that break the longest running show yet?
Gunsmoke was on for 20 years.
Jesus.
You know, my buddy was talking about this the other day. There's a manga that's been out since the 80s. JoJo's pretty close, but there's another manga.
Yeah, but that's manga. That doesn't count.
There's a manga that's been on for 30 years, never took a hiatus. I can't even pronounce the name. I don't know what it's about. But yeah, so there's that.
Is it a hentai?
Unfortunately, no.
Wow.
Gunsmoke was on for 20 years. I don't think that there was a story based. Here's my problem with Gunsmoke. I'm just like, that can't be. Listen, JoJo is 8 parts. It's a continuous.
You can't compare Gunsmoke to JoJo, man. You can't do that.
Gunsmoke and Simpsons are they're serialized, right?
Yeah.
Pretty
There
much.
you go. That's better.
Yeah, they're
appreciate that
all.
more.
Yeah, it's all. Well, no. Like Simpsons, they put back everything when the episode starts, and by the time it ends, everything is put back together the way it's supposed to be. No one dies. No, you know what I mean. None of that happens. Yeah, so I feel like there's in that category. There's 2 separate stories where it's like, all right, are you just Family Guy? You know what I mean, or is this plot? You know, does something happen? Is it Game of Thrones? You know what I mean? Gunsmoke was on for 20 years.
But it's a continuation, right? Each time.
I don't know. Here's the thing, I've never seen an episode of Gunsmoke.
I didn't either. But so what the
Yeah.
fuck are you talking about?
I just happened to Google this recently, and I saw that it was the longest running American television show.
I think it still is. It's definitely up there.
I mean, the news is probably...
As far as I think years, but definitely it's fucking news, bro. It goes back to like
MASH was big for a
who
second.
was the first fucking person that was just like, yeah, get your news here. Definitely
television?
somewhere in Europe, obviously.
I don't know.
No, it had to have been in Africa, right? The fucking cradle of motherfucking civilization.
Oh, you mean who was the first dude who invented the news?
Yeah, like how
Not
far
just
does that
televised?
stretch?
Jeez. I would imagine
Because I'm pretty sure the first program on TV had to have been news, right? Like that just has to be a thing.
I don't know.
I mean, what you can't just be like, we're gonna show you a fucking TV show. People are like, what the fuck's a TV show?
I don't think...
It has to be news.
I'm going to assume that television was invented in America because I'm American and I don't know any better.
Ignorant.
Yep.
Ignorant.
If that's the case, when channels 3, 6, and 10 came out, I believe the Senate at the time told CBS, ABC, and NBC that they need to provide like this kind of like a public service. Like, all right, you got to do the news for 1 hour a day. We belong. You can have the airwaves. You can broadcast whatever you want. You know what I mean? For 1 hour a day, you have to broadcast as a public service.
Mm-hmm.
You have to broadcast unbiased news to us. You got to tell us what's happening in the world, and that's the deal they cut when broadcast television began.
That's interesting. I'm looking this up, and
Yeah.
You know what, fucker, dude? Am I gonna have to settle for fucking Wikipedia now?
Wikipedia is... I wouldn't sleep on Wikipedia.
Yeah, but I mean,
You can always go to Wikipedia, and you can always click on the source of the information. And those, you know what I mean? So if you don't want to just roll off of what Wikipedia says, you can always say, all right, what's your source? And then look at that source and see if it's right.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We might have to revisit that topic because there's...
Yeah, we're gonna do some research. We're gonna do some production work for a change.
Yeah. I mean,
And-
you can't say it's unreasonable that it would be a news program, you know?
I mean, the news has to be the oldest thing on television, right?
Oh, here we go. I think I'm on to something.
Really?
The first electronic television was invented in 1927.
Okay.
Yeah. That's I mean, that makes sense. But
What do you know where it was invented?
Well, that was the electric or electronic. Mechanical televisions were in as early as like the 1800s, dude. It's insane.
Mechanical televisions.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. That is actually gonna be the first production note I take. I'm gonna write that shit down. We're gonna get back to it. Episode 7.
All right. Anyways, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot, but
I'm with you.
again, fact check me, but I'm not unreasonable.
I think Naruto is pretty long. The fact they have Naruto and Naruto Shippuden broken down, episode wise, there's like 800 fucking episodes.
Where the fuck did you come up with that?
I was just thinking about it.
Conversation.
Oh, we talk about television, the longest run, John, and all that shit.
Oh no, dude! Naruto has like a weekly fucking release for like 50 years. That was
Well, I'm talking like Naruto, I believe was 210 episodes. Shippuden, I believe, was like 600 something episodes.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
No, that's probably chapters, but yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, but it wasn't televised. Like shit, they're not even finished with Shippuden yet, are they?
No, I mean the show.
No, I think they are.
The show, yeah. Shippuden's done. Now there's Boruto.
Yeah. That's right. Well, wait. How about dubbed though? Is it actually fully dubbed?
Shippuden.
Yeah. I don't think it's fully dubbed.
It's been years.
It has been years.
They should be dubbed. I think they have that down by now. That they're like,
Yeah, it could be. I mean,
it may not be real. I'm certain. Like all those dudes, Justin Cook and them, all those fucking voice actors. I'm sure they got it down. I don't know if it's been released yet.
yeah, that might be true. Nah, it might be out because I mean they're probably like starting to dub Boruto and shit, which
Are they dubbing Boruto?
they might be. I mean, I don't see why not. That's like the
Yeah.
thing that they're airing nowadays.
I love when they release anime in English and Japanese on the same day.
It's not really possible in most cases. Though.
Afro Samurai did it.
Yeah, but Afro Samurai, I'm pretty sure is westernized as fuck. And it's only like 4 episodes, dude. I mean, come on. It's 5.
Yeah.
But
Space Dandy was a 26 episode joint.
that's also westernized as fuck.
You think it's westernized?
Yeah, absolutely. It was definitely one of the first like westernized animes to hit
Really?
TV channels over here, for sure.
I mean, when I look at like Netflix anime, I feel like that's westernized to fucking tits.
Yeah, but that's still not even dubbed. Most of them aren't.
Really?
Yeah.
I did some research.
I mean, yeah, most of them are still subbed. I'm pretty sure.
I gotta stop watching hentai and look at fucking.
Yeah, you watch a different kind of anime. I'm pretty sure. I don't think they have those dubbed.
I gotta start watching real anime.
I don't know. Do they have those dubbed?
They should. We should dub them, dude. We should.
No.
We should.
No.
We should get some female talent and sitting here in front of the iPad and watch it, dub our own little version of it, just all day.
And then you just loop it around yourself. You fuck with the voice.
I can throw a little. Yeah, I can throw. Oh, I guess I could be the chick. I could just change. I could change it.
That's
around.
crazy, dude. What if?
I'd rather get a chick in here and just, you know what I mean, just.
That's all you, bro.
You know how that. You know how that goes.
I'll join you for the next episode of the.
Yeah.
5 minutes over the bridge podcast.
Nah, that's a
which actually is a little bit longer than 5 minutes, but
that's a Tuesday night project. That's not gonna bump into the pod.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
I'll catch up with your notes next week.
No, but look, check it out. When Sean Don and Ills Productions, maybe we'll scratch your name off it if you want.
Yeah,
but
please, I don't want to.
But we put out an English hentai track. We sell it to, you know what I mean. We burned 200 copies. One of us hops on the L. We got a duffel bag full of DVDs. Put that out to to the weebs. You know my man with the
you
incense.
can hit the flea market up like, yo, I got these bootlegs. You don't say that bootlegs are just like, yo, bro.
Like, yo, you just say, yo, I got Endgame. What's up?
I got
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what's the hot? Yo, I got Parasite, baby.
Yeah, I got Parasite.
Can't even pirate that shit yet.
I got that coronavirus.
I got that
Yeah.
I got that Parasite. Wash your hands, though.
I love when people are trying to, here's what something drug dealers do.
First of all, let me just hold you back real quick. Hold on. Because if you tell me you got the coronavirus, dude, I'm fucking shooting you. Like, I don't even have a gun, but I'm shooting you.
You shoot me, you throwing.
I'm fucking.
Are you gonna?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do the order thing? You gonna shoot me with your hands? Check me out.
Bro, you can do the aura thing on them, though. That's like the worst thing you can do to them.
What's that? Oh.
The aura. You can't do that.
So,
I mean, if you got, like, hand sanitizer gloves on.
I'm gonna throw some Ziploc over my fist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you gotta come loaded, bro. You got, like, a whole tinfoil thing on you, as you should, to protect your brain from microwaves and shit.
I always, speaking of the guy on the subway with the bootleg movies and the incense and oils and shit, I always wanted to be one of those
He a real one.
Yeah, that's my guy. I always wanted to be that guy. I can sit here and burn DVDs all day. Next day, hop on the L and just stay on it. You ever just stay on it? You ever just be on Market, go to 69th and come back? You just stay on the fucking L. You just wait. You know what I mean?
You see how many hits he got?
Huh?
You see how many hits that man has?
That man...
You think he, like, re-ups at, like, 15th?
Yeah, right?
Sold out of Endgame? Like,
yeah.
I got that Parasite, baby. How much?
I think my man's distributor, what it is you paid a fare once, right? You hop on, you go back and forth. When you need to re-up, when you're out of product, you
just have a shady figure, like, hop on.
You hop off at, like, 8th and Market, right? And then over the turnstile, my man switches a bag with you.
Yeah.
You know
what I'm saying? Yeah, you're going to have to, like... I mean, if you could do it, like, you could just, like, have some, like, shady individual throw a fucking bag into as the doors open, and then you throw yours out.
Yeah,
that's it. And then you could just camp underneath or in between the carts when they go back.
You know what? You're right. 8th and Market's a tough spot to do that at. 8th's probably the best one, because you got to hop out, you got to run up those quick steps, out.
I'm glad you know this. I'm privileged, so I don't remember the last time I was on the L.
Shit. I could live on the fucking L if I had to.
But I mean, you can make it a thing, dude. You can make it absolutely a thing.
I just feel like there's so much piracy out there now that, it's so ubiquitous. There's still people who had DVD players in their car.
I'm really curious. Well, it's probably evolved to Blu-rays now, right? Because those are pretty cheap.
That makes sense.
I'm really curious, like, what the market is for bootlegs, dude. Like, that's got to be a... Dude, if you're the only supplier, right? Like, if you... Oh my god, dude, because you could be like a drug dealer of that shit, dude. You could be like, this is my turf, motherfucker.
It's a brick.
Back the fuck up. Like, go across the bridge. 5 minutes, my guy. You can't miss it. Like,
I got a brick and notebook I'm trying to let go.
That's what I'm saying. You got them old school fucking binders, bro. Pulling this shit out like, what's up, man? I got every movie you ever want, my guy.
I got that Runaway Bride.
Oh, man. Fuck, dude. That's a shitty but brilliant idea.
I would totally be the guy that burns it all day, just sets up a bunch of PCs, burns DVDs, and just hit my man with a double bag. Boom.
You're literally the guy that
Catch you in a
used
week
to
or
make
so.
fucking VHS commercials of like, you wouldn't download a car. You wouldn't download a pizza, idiot. It's like, ha! Welcome to 2020, bitch. We can fucking 3D print houses and shit.
I could text Pizza Hut right now and they'll show up with a buff chick pizza.
Yeah.
That's how deep the universe has got.
What if they 3D print that shit? It's actually made out of like
Yeah.
silly putty.
They have. I remember they did it years ago. It cost them like $60,000, but you can 3D print a hamburger. The cost will go down at some point, but there is organic material that they're gonna be able to look at a consumer friendly rate.
Yeah.
They're gonna be able to. You'll be able to print food.
Yeah, that's fucking weird, man. Didn't they deliver a pizza to the space station? Or was that like Domino's? Was that
Did they?
Pizza Hut or the Dom? Yeah, it was one company. I think it was Pizza Hut or Domino's. I'm pretty sure it was Pizza Hut because I think Pizza Hut makes more money.
That's wild.
But they delivered a fucking pizza to the space station.
That's how they do that shit.
They hit up that boy Musk.
Yeah, they hit your boy
They
Elon.
had to have, right? Like,
Yo, Elon.
there's no way Pizza Hut was like, yo, in the back fucking chambers, they're like, huh, our fucking offices behind them.
Yeah,
We got the space
they don't have their own
awareness center where we just make shit happen. Like,
I hate when people do dumb shit like that. You know what I mean?
that's actually a pretty fucking cool feat, dude.
It
really is.
It's cool for that.
Because they can't have anything in space. Like it's mostly just all like weird fucking the military rations and shit like that. That's what they mostly eat.
Imagine the sauce like kind of just flying off the pizza. Like you got the pizza, cool, thanks, dude. It's in the box. You open. Yeah, I mean it has to start peeling away as you leave the atmosphere, like all the sauce and cheese and shit. And then you just get a box full of shit.
Pizza Hut did it, baby.
Pizza Hut did it?
Yeah. Back in 2001, dude.
Yo, I love Pizza Hut better than Domino's, yo, but Domino's fixes potholes. Remember that shit?
Do they?
Domino's
With
had
their
it.
pizza? Or?
No, yeah, I bet they fucking could. That bullshit pizza. What they do is they just go around filling potholes with asphalt, and they throw a little tag. They tag it as Domino's. That's their advertising ploy. That's their whole like, hey, fucking government sucks. We're gonna do it.
Dude, honestly, Domino's is impressive because they do a lot of shit that you never hear about.
Really?
And it's like, or see, right? I'll give you an example. If you remember a few years ago, they did an advertisement or a commercial of some sort where they were like, hey, we're delivering pizzas in these fucking cars that have ovens in the back to keep your shit warm.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen that car? You better hold it together.
I don't think I did. Yeah, I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna go ballistic on you. I'm gonna hit him, but not 50 sneezes in a row. I got you.
Sneak peek.
I don't fuck the pot that bad.
No, but that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, have you ever seen one of those whips?
I don't think I have.
Yeah, it was strange though. It's like X-Files shit.
Yeah.
They made a commercial out of it and then nothing.
They're always doing shit. Yeah, fucking. I feel like that 30 minutes or less thing. I feel like that was a myth at some point.
It could have been
I think-
because again, they like to market shit that doesn't actually exist.
I think my
And
family.
that's everybody.
Yeah, I think my family's house once or twice back in the early '90s. I feel like I remember them ordering the Domino's and breaking balls about the time.
I don't get, like, how did Domino's get big as fuck, dude? Like, how did Pizza Hut get big as fuck? Like, how do they turn into chains? Like, how does that happen, dude? Like, same shit with Walmart. That's the same thing that fucking happened, right? The dude just opened up a store, was like, huh, I sell you toilet paper, bro. Swing through. Next time you shit your pants, come through. I got you with the toughest.
Okay.
It's like, where the fuck?
feel like-
But then you branch out, right? How?
Yeah, I feel like these companies start off. They're doing their thing. They're making. That's how Starbucks started. They started out with a shop. They did great. People loved it. They were cool. Let's make another one. Doughboys is my neighborhood. They started off Doughboys, and down towards those started Doughboys too.
That's fucking insane, dude. There was what is that burger chain called? They started off in New York, and dude literally just had like a stand. They just make burgers,
Okay.
and then it just evolved into a fucking chain. Jesus Christ, dude, I lost my train of thought. What is it called?
Five Guys, Whataburger,
Five
Smash
Guys.
Burger.
It's New York based.
Fuck, I don't know. I think I'm beat on fucking. New York burger.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's is it fucking shit, man? I don't know. I forgot the name of it. I just genuinely did. I was there like not too long ago. I definitely been there before.
Oh yeah, you be shooting through town once in a while, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like to check places out.
Yeah.
I like to fuck with different places. Shake Shack.
Shake Shack.
Yeah.
Oh fuck,
Yeah, they got like that stupid, not even burger name.
Yeah. So they started off with one and just started doing their thing.
Well, so the story is apparently, dude literally was just like selling burgers out of Central Park in a stand like during lunch, and he would get lines long as fuck because apparently this dude would make bomb ass burgers, right? So people would just gather up, wait for this man to make burgers, so on and so on, and then at some point he basically just was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm opening up a store. Opened up a storefront, boom, rich, like
Nice.
done, 15 different fucking locations. That's crazy, dude.
That is the move. Though. I don't know how long ago that was. That is the move, though.
It was like early 2000. It wasn't even like years ago. It wasn't even like McDonald's, because McDonald's, the original, opened up what, like the fucking like 60s, 70s or some shit.
Yeah.
Nah, this dude literally was doing this shit in like 2000.
That's fucking ball.
Yeah. Now they're a fucking publicly traded company, dude. You could literally buy shares of fucking Shake Shack.
Shit.
Yeah.
Because you know the deal. You know the food trucks and all that. That's a kind of a huge thing right now.
It is.
People are big. You know what I mean? There's lines. You know what I mean? That whole deal. People are just about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Homie was way ahead of its time. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I definitely enjoy that because I do like, you know, the type of food that they would serve out there where it's like you kind of almost know what you're getting, right? You know, it's not processed bullshit, right? You know, at least something that they get has to be genuine and real and, you know, almost quote unquote organic. But at some point, like, I don't know. I guess you have to branch out into shit like that, right? Where you're just like, I'm big as fuck. Like, I have to support a certain amount of people. I have to feed a certain amount of people. Like, I just gotta degrade, right? Like, I gotta downgrade all my ingredients type shit.
Yeah. One location can only support, you know, based off of how many staff and equipment, X amount of people every day.
That was the loudest fucking sound, dude.
Yeah, the sound.
It's just,
the sound meter pops when we crack it. It did twice. This one.
Yeah, that's insane.
Drinking the natural lime White Claw, by the way.
Oh yeah, what are you thoughts on that?
First sip.
Second sip.
I'm with it. I like it.
Yeah.
It's real dangerous that I can't taste the alcohol in these things.
That's the problem. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a big chance of me ending up in a paddy wagon off these.
You're home, bro. You'll be all right.
No, I just mean in general. Yeah. Pop night, we're gonna be
out in the real world. Yeah.
Oh
you
yeah.
might be in trouble. No, that's the crazy thing, dude. Like, these things are 5% alcohol. They got, like, 100 calories in them.
Mm-hmm.
And,
100 calories, okay.
It doesn't even taste like what you should be drinking, technically. You know?
The
Like, this doesn't taste anywhere near 5% alcohol.
I'm wondering
It's almost illegal that it does. Like, it's weird.
I'm wondering where the calories come from because it's got 2 carbohydrates in it. And that adds up to 8 calories, if I'm not mistaken. I guess
I'm not one to count calories, dude.
I guess the other 90. You should be counting them as far as.
I'm getting fat though, but
Are you getting fat? Good.
a little bit.
Get fat.
But it's catching up.
Look, get fat, throw hands, lift weights. You know what I mean? You're gonna build. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's more like crunches and shit for me. You know, I'm just getting like
Crunches.
big old dad bod stomach.
I got you.
That's good. You know.
I'll tell you, as a dude who's been fat all his life, I love seeing my skinny friends get fat.
Yeah,
I mean, you're fine, but like I know dudes, you know what I mean, mid-30s, and like they just show up looking like my man Matt. And he looks like he got the Grinch body, Jim Carrey's Grinch, and I'm just like, yeah, I like
green and all.
I love running up on these cats with my hand, just like rubbing their tummy, like, what is this? What is this? You're getting big like a Don.
Fuck face.
I love it so much, dude. It's so good. Yeah, never get fat in front of me, dude, because I'll just.
That's crazy, dude, because all my life people have been like, I don't know, I still eat like shit when it comes to just eating out, I guess. Like, I'll sit there and I'll eat like a whole entire horse.
Yeah.
People are over here like, man, what the fuck, how do you, what? But for me, it's like, I still do that. And people are like, man, it's gonna catch up to you, bitch. It's gonna catch up to you.
Yeah,
And here we are, dude.
Your banging metabolism that you used to have. Because all my friends, we were the same way. We grew up, we all ate the same shit. We all went, grabbed a cheesesteak at the corner shop, you know? Only difference was I was fat and I stayed fat. they were skinny as rails, eating the same shit as me, enjoying it more too. I'm like, God damn it, I don't even
That
like.
must be like, I don't know. That
Oh, it
must
hurt.
be a weird thing to go through, where you're just sitting there. You're, oh man, these motherfuckers. You kind of low key just plotting in the background. You know.
Yeah, it's very
one
much.
day you fuck.
Yeah.
One day, and then
Yeah.
16 years later, here you are.
I never had the foresight, but yeah, now that I see how it happens, I'm like, nice. Back then, I'm like, oh, these dudes are gonna be skinny and 13 forever, and I'm gonna be a fucking asshole.
I'm just a blob.
Yeah.
Oof.
I
Yes.
you shouldn't prey on your friend's downfall like that, but I see them getting a little something, I'm like,
No, it's fair. It's fair because
so-
it's almost like it's almost as if we're just taunting you the whole time, right?
yep.
It's that aspect of like, oh man, I can eat whatever the fuck
Yeah.
I want, and so can you, but I'm just gonna be all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, I'm gonna shit it all out, and I'm gonna call it a day, and I'm good.
Yeah.
And you're just like, fuck, I can't even get up.
Dude, I sit the wrong way, I look at a donut, again. You know what I mean? I don't
You
everything.
consume calories by staring at shit.
Yeah, it's like photosynthesis. You know what I mean? I must sound like a fucking lush by now on the pod.
Yeah, dude. People love you.
Photosynthesis.
People love you. You are politically correct. You're a large man.
Fat
The
fuck.
media loves large men
That's
and
true.
women.
I really should bank on that
They
shit.
love large people.
I should
It's
somehow-
weird, right? Like,
Yeah.
when did this whole thing become a thing?
All this Lizzo shit. Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
These
people.
brave
Big
chicks.
people are beautiful too. I mean,
I really hate.
Sure.
I really hate hearing that because I'm a big. I hover around 310 these days, and Yeah.
What?
people think I'm about 250, 260, 270.
I could give you that.
Yeah. They don't realize. Oh, dude, biggest I've ever been was 353.
That's good. You're a little bit above heavyweight, but
Yeah. I hide
in
it.
in an exaggerated sense.
Yeah, I hide it well somehow. I don't know what it is, but just somehow my body, because I think it's muscle and then it's fat on top of it. So it's just I'm a solid brick unit. So, some of these
Okay.
some of these fat dudes are fluffy. You know what I mean? They're
That's
big,
true, yeah.
they're big, they're fat, they're wide. They
Jiggly,
gotta
like you see them fucking wobble when they walk.
yeah. There's a lot of fluff, but like it's weight. Like you can they ain't shit. They just they
You're
carry. like
definitely nimble enough to pass for 200. I'll give you that.
that. You think so?
250. Yeah, no, because you're not like heavy stepping everywhere. Where you're like
Yeah.
walk down the steps. You're like,
Oh yeah. I got the yeah.
where them Takis at, baby?
I do. I have the grace of a sumo wrestler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm on the balls of my
Yeah,
feet.
that's a good point. I like that. Yeah,
You know,
you'd
for,
be loved in Japan.
I really do. Oh my god, dude! If I was in Japan, oh
They
my-
do value their sumo wrestlers, though.
They do, dude. I'd be the Genghis Khan of Japan. I'd change the demographics.
Ooh.
5-10% of the population would be related to me.
Yeah, I don't know if that's how it works, but
I mean, that's what. I mean, look. Let me think. I believe 1/3 or 1/4 of all Asians are related to Genghis Khan.
I think it's like 1/3 of like the whole entire fucking world. It's pretty deep. I think the last time I looked at the statistics, it's actually pretty. It's ridiculously high, is what it is basically.
If
It's
you're-
not like out of this world to where it's like 1 in every 2 people are fucking related
Yeah.
to Genghis Khan, but it's a good amount.
If you're a Westerner, half of all Westerners are related to Charles the Great, Charlemagne. Yeah.
That dude fuck too, huh?
Yep. These dudes fuck, man. I mean, that's
Crazy.
as a man like someone.
I would like to be like related to maybe like George Washington or something. He seems like a fucking dope ass dude. You know?
I knew a chick.
G Dubs, dude.
Yeah, I knew a chick that dated a dude related to George Washington.
That sounds like a fake like ancestry.com stat. They're like, ha,
Yeah.
you don't got anything else to give you, but you might be related to like the leprechaun in the fucking.
I mean, he broke it. Yeah, he broke it down to me like, yeah, man, that's who I'm with, and they're from Virginia or whatever. So I'm like, George Washington. Yeah, man, he stuck it in. You know what I
You know,
mean?
most of those presidents are like from Washington, right? Or
Virginia, yeah,
Virginia.
Virginians.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Virgins. Motherfuckers.
Jefferson was doing his thing at Monticello. That's the only people in Hamilton, so I don't know the rest of them. But
There's a lot. I think it's like almost like 50% of them are fucking from Virginia, dude. It's crazy. Especially the younger ones, because I mean, like the earlier ones, I guess.
yeah, it makes sense because that's where the capital's at.
Yeah.
It's on Potomac, so they kind of that makes sense. They're so close to it You know, you can't pull a Biden and just take the L in every day or the train. You have to be near that. Yeah. That shit's kind of, I know it's not our cup of tea.
Fresh.
But that shit's a little interesting, ain't it?
Yeah. No, I'm like, dude, I'm completely fucking ignorant and oblivious to politics. I have no knowledge of any of that shit.
Yeah. The first time I could ever vote, Bush beat Kerry back in 2004. I liked Bush then. I liked Obama the first 2 times. And I wanted Bernie the last time. But I gotta tell you, as years go on, I get less and less interested in politics. I didn't know shit back in 2004. Back in 2007, 2008, I kind of knew my shit.
I feel like nowadays it's almost like a sport, right? Where
Yeah.
you got stats on these dudes, and then CNN will be like, yeah, this dude's charisma's a fucking 8 out of 9. Why don't you use a 10 scale metric? Like you use a 9? Fucking weird. Yeah. Okay.
Something happened when my generation came in, that politics started being reported on like sports.
Yeah. That's what it is now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's literally like you watch any debate, it's like this dude fucking sitting there like asking a question and also tallying at the same time. It's like, we 5-4 right now in the 5th.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The minute I got in, public discourse turned to shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like it's definitely a strategy, right? Because I mean, isn't the biggest thing, like the biggest demographic is like young people, right? Because young people don't give a shit, right? They don't usually vote, and like that's kind of like the field where most people want to break through, right? Or am I wrong on that?
Oh, I think what happens is the media, they're trying to drum up, they're trying to get more viewers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they want to target younger people because obviously I'm fucking 82. I'm vested into it at this point. I already know what happened and what's gonna happen, and I'm just voting because I don't give a shit about anybody else, right? I'm fucking 80. I'm retired, whatever. But younger people are kind of quote unquote the future, right? So they're like, okay, we're just gonna.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And younger people just so happen to be into sports, into competitions, into scoring systems, and
they're in that whole bitchy back and forth. You know, like Nancy Pelosi's ripping up Trump's speeches right behind him. You know what I mean? There's something about
the drama.
Something about us stupid millennials. We love that shit. We see it and we're like, yeah, sure.
That's because we're all petty as fuck.
Yeah. You know what though? That shows you the shift in attention though, because yeah, you're right. I mean, they want 18-year-olds and up. They want the 18 to 35 demographic. So they're going to play to that shit. You know, media wasn't always that way. You know, actors used to be all grown-ass men in their 40s, 50s. You know what I mean? There was never you'll never see like a Michael Cera, you know, back in the 50s and 60s. You know what I mean? It was all these old dudes that just kind of had a grip on the industry, you know?
Yeah. That whole, like, feel is just weird. I don't know, man. I've never really been into politics, so I'm completely ignorant when it comes to all that nonsense. So my thoughts and 2 cents might be a little rusty.
You know, I think any given citizen should be able to voice their opinion on what they want their government to do.
Yeah, that's the beauty of our country, right? So I could say whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, and you'll be wrong, and I'll be wrong, and everyone else will be wrong. But, like, I feel like with democracy, there's some kind of melting pot where we all spit our ideas and we talk. There is stuff we figure out. And that's, in theory, how democracy is supposed to go.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I don't know, dude. I'm all for just the betterment of humans, you know. I'm pretty oblivious when it comes to, you know, shit like that. But also, I guess, more or less ignorant because I kind of only care for myself. But still, like, it's upsetting to see people struggle. You know, it's definitely not pleasant, and this brings me up to that point of like where for some reason nowadays in the internet age, people are just, oh man, like you're a piece of shit, and they just want to feel better about themselves and so on and so on. I'll get closer, man. Okay. But yeah, like that is just what it comes down to, and people just want to rip each other apart just to make themselves feel better because I'm anonymous, like I don't know what the fuck is going on here, like nobody knows who this really, this person really is, blah blah blah, but. I don't know. I'm not really for that. You know?
What's happened, the internet has just made capable what we've been doing all this time. If you look at old quotes and old discourse from 100, 200, 300 years ago, you know, old writers like Mark Twain, they all used to roast each other. Every famous person. There was people who would say, like, I heard a roast, I forget who said it and what it was about.
Scribble down.
The dude said his music is better than it sounds.
What the fuck does that mean?
It was this subtle, like, deep, layered roast of, like, it sounds like shit, but it's actually pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, that's what he was, like, it was just, they used to dig at each other like that. There used to be, there's plenty of quotes out there about, you know, from one Thomas Edison to whoever. You know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of, like, these dudes have been roasting each other for fucking centuries.
Yeah.
Now, but it ain't just in the annals.
It's just they've been like privately mailing each other like, man, I'm
Yeah.
gonna send this fucking Raven right down to this dude's fucking window. I'm gonna fucking rip him up, you
Sure.
imbecile.
Shove that raven right up his ass and tell him what I think. Yeah. But that was just, yeah, and they just privately sent letters, and then, you know, if you were a nobody, they just throw out your letters when you fucking croak.
Can you imagine like old school beef, dude, like that? That must have been fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
You heathen.
Yeah. And it would all be formal, too. If I had beef with you and
Yeah.
we were mailing back and forth, I would still sign it off with, you know,
Yeah.
it's a pleasure to
P.S. Respecto.
Yeah, it would be like,
Hashtag respect.
it'd be like, I'm at your service, Sean Donnelly. You know, it would be a whole,
Truly and sincerely yours.
two paragraphs of like, you ain't
fucking
shit,
Dundermouth
your mama ain't
muffin
shit.
motherfucker.
Yeah. And then it's like, sincerely. The doc-
Yo, boy.
Yeah.
Over to the west.
Yep. Let me know if you need anything, though. I'm here.
Yo, but by the way, bro, I'm willing to collab, but like,
Yeah.
we gotta squash this.
Yeah. So I think if you were nobody, they just threw your papers at me and died.
Yeah.
So like famous dudes like Ben Franklin, they hang on to their papers.
Yeah.
I got published. Now, there's a public record. Every tweet is actually, you might not notice, every time a person tweets, the Library of Congress has a bot that scrapes it, and they just store it. The Library of Congress.
They just need to, you know what they need to do?
Yeah.
Here's a way to solve this.
Sure.
They just need to put like a timer delay on the shit that you post on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not instant. You know, so it's like, oh, I just commented this dickhead shit. Oh, but you're like 3 hours late
If you're saying if I comment, I should have the option within a few hours or a day to go back and cut it and delete it before it ever hits the air.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like it should just be deleted, like or just delayed. You know,
Or it should be
it's
a
just
Snapchat.
delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like, excuse me. Oh, here's a brand new video. Like here's a new FMOD podcast.
Yeah.
Here's some fucking angry furrow bride. Fuck like
Yeah.
oh, there's fucking bastards on here talking about fucking politics. They're wrong as fuck. Delay that by 3 hours.
Yeah. That's what I think. I think if all your tweets were delayed by a certain amount of time, you'd have 5 minutes to think about it and be like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to call that guy a piece of shit and hope his mother dies in a fire. Maybe I'm going to go back and edit that or delete it before it hits the internet.
We might just solve world peace here if we continue on with this trend.
Hey, listen, man, the weekend's just started. You never know what we can get done. You know what I mean?
I sure hope so. Shit, man. But yeah, no, like I said, I don't know. This whole like politic thing, it's a divider, you know, as well as many other things. Like everything, if you pay attention to like just different sources of things, right? It's all divided everywhere you go, and that's just like it's crazy, dude. Because these companies, they just breed differences, right? Where they're like, this is where you're wrong, this is where we're right, and it's like that everywhere, dude.
Contention is where profit comes in, right? So if you run a country, hey, listen, you know, if I'm a weapons manufacturer, I want war. I want you to fight another guy so I can make guns to sell to you. Same deal everywhere. You don't want the so-called silent majority, like the 90% of Americans that all agree to the same shit and we never talk about it. You don't want them all saying, cool. You want these little fringe percentages on the left and the right. You want them to have the biggest microphone. And then everybody who's normally a rational, reasonable person in the middle is like, hey, fuck you, I'm on the left. I'm on the right. You know what I mean? Like, It starts with the fringe, and then fucking now, we're 50-50. We're divided as a people.
But we're divided on everything, though. It's like, again, everywhere. Like, no matter what field you go to, it's always divided. It's always somebody arguing with somebody.
It's always, I feel this way, you feel that way, and you're a fucking asshole for feeling that way.
And like, before, it might have been maybe, you know, just, oh, okay, you feel that way? Well, sucks to be you, dude, but, like, hey, you know. But, like, that was the thing, is, like, people would just, they weren't anonymous, right? That was the biggest, I feel, that's the biggest advantage nowadays to being divided, is that you don't, I mean, like, I could post from my Instagram or my Facebook, and I could be me, but I could also be fucking Joe down the road.
Fuck it, butt fucker 82.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just log in.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
be. Yeah, basically, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, true. It's definitely the internet's definitely enabled what humans want to do anyway.
yeah,
That's our thing. We want to argue. Society surprises me sometimes that we just keep it to arguing. You know what I mean? The instinct is, whatever we were doing as cavemen was horrendous, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like, just human instinct of,
it was all survival back then. So I mean,
the survival, but it's also, hey, my tribe sees one of your tribe, we're gonna
it's on site type shit.
we're gonna beat him down. God knows do what to him or her.
Stuff him like a turkey and send you on a pole.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, so nowadays it's weird because you used to be able to have there's one or two states in this country where you can actually agree upon having a fist fight, and cops will just kind of stay out of it.
I think we should have duels.
Yeah, there's states that still have duels.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
But only if you own a gun. If both parties own a gun.
I think
That would be cool. Because you know what? You get all the retards to kill themselves.
that's true.
You get all the fucking dickheads that are just like, I'm right, you're wrong. Blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
Nah, I'm right, you're wrong. Fucking take my glove off. If you wear a glove,
Yep.
you're fucking weird as fuck, first of all.
One glove.
Michael Jackson ass.
Yep.
Bah! Challenge you to a duel.
That
What was it, 5 paces back, turn around. And you only get one shot. You should
Yeah.
only be allowed one shot, obviously.
yeah.
Or is that how was it back in the day? Was it like you shoot them once, right? I think that was it.
They had flintlock pistols.
Yeah, so they could only shoot once.
You can only
but
turn
you
around
could
and shoot.
reload. I think you could reload, and then you could shoot them back again. Was that
doesn't
not the
sound right.
case?
I think what happened was they would just take their shot.
But if somebody got shot, they were most likely going to die, though.
There was a
that's
good
how it
chance of
was
that,
back then, yeah.
If two people shot and missed, it's just like we had our duel. We missed our shot. We're gonna go back there just chilling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's
hey,
fair. That's a fair bet.
yeah, because both sides of the duel were like, hey, I don't want to tell the guy sorry. I don't want to. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm
So-
too proud, man. I'm too fucking patriotic, baby.
That would happen on the field of battle. Was a guy would say, listen, dudes would show up to the duel. Dudes wouldn't just.
I mean, dude, if I got slapped by a fucking glove, yeah, I'd show up to a duel as well.
I feel like if we set up a duel for tomorrow, right?
You just 1v1 me, scrub.
I'm just gonna, yeah.
That's the true definition of where that
Yeah,
came from.
it's true.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
You
one
just-
v one is
You stepped on my fucking garment?
dudes get their balls blown off in one v ones.
Don't 1v1 me, bitch.
I feel like if you and me set up a duel, I feel like later on in the day I would just come to your house, knock on the door. Hey, can we squash this
Listen,
bullshit?
man,
It's stupid.
yeah, I'm not trying to die or, but...
They would do it on the field of battle right before they start shooting. They would say, "Listen, I'd rather not do you." You know what I mean? A man would have to concede, and the other man would then gain power from that.
I feel like that gives me more reason to fucking duel you, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'd be like, nah.
You don't want to back down.
I'm not a bitch.
Exactly. You want to be the guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a lot of, and that gets into the male ego, and that's it. And that is a complex, labyrinth of a topic.
First of all, not only did you just fucking disagree with me, right? But secondly, you smacked me with a glove.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
We should have duels nowadays, but we should just throw hands.
People do that already, though.
Yeah, but then they get locked up,
I don't know, man. Give us back flintlocks. Bring them back.
Yeah.
Just for those purposes,
I feel like
there'd be so many fucking duels across the country, dude. It would be it'd just be everywhere, dude. People would just pop, pop, pop.
with guns, I don't think it would be. Yeah, maybe it would be some purge
It'd
shit.
just be shots everywhere, dude.
Yeah, if it was written into law, then it would become like the purge, right? I think once you throw hands, here's the thing. I've seen people become friends because they had beef. They fought each other, and
Yeah.
my crew is watching for their crew.
It's the respect,
Yeah, let's say it's my man and it's my crew is fighting another guy and his crew's there too. The crews are going to sit there, watch the two fight, make sure nothing crazy happens on either side, and then when it's done, they just shake hands and they're cool. That there was a golden age where that went down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think if people just threw hands but left it at that. So hey, because it ain't about the slight. You know what I mean? It's not about oh, you stepped on my shoes, it ain't this and that. It's about what I feel like is the fragile male ego gets offended, has to go out on his shield, has to start throwing, you know what I
It
mean?
absolutely is. It's like a flex. It's all
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
It's a flex, and that would be the challenge, right? It's like, man, just call me a bitch.
Dude.
Nah, man, I can't go out like this. I can't. That ain't me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go challenge this man, right? And that would boost up your self esteem. Like, I just fucking did that. Like, I didn't just sit here and take his shit. I stood up to this man.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
and then boom.
Now
But you should go through with that. You know?
Yeah.
You could probably call it off, right? You should make it a thing to where you can call it off, but you should totally go through with it because, I mean,
yeah.
you get rid of your arch nemesis right then and there.
Yeah, there is something to be gained, you know what I mean? There's kind of like a wartime glory, like, you know what I mean? Like, we have a reason to beef. Now, not only did I defeat you on the field of battle, I'm looked at as bigger now. You know what I mean? I won. I'm getting more bitches.
There's less chance that the next person would slap you with a glove.
That's another thing. Yeah. That's
You're
like
the slappy.
you think it's all jail. You know what I mean? You think it just happens in jail. Like I gotta beat up the biggest dude in here when I walk in. That happens out here too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just a matter of being like, as a man, we look at society, we look at cities, and we think we're in this like civilized kind of time and space, this zone. You know what I mean? We all, you know what I mean? It's all right. But as a man, on a subconscious and unconscious level that we're not aware of, we're still living in the caves. We're still tribes fighting other tribes. And that's where all that shit comes in. That's why you see scraps. That's why you see gunfights. All this bullshit, arguments with dudes, you know what I mean? All the internet shit we was talking about with people beefing back and forth. It's all dudes trying to flex nuts. And just be like, I'm the shit. You ain't shit. I mean, man's instinct is to, you know what I mean? Smack dudes around, trying to get bitches, get all the food, get all the stuff. You know what I mean? That's just unconsciously, that's what we're working towards. I don't know where I was going with that, but let me tell you, as a
Yeah. I mean, no, you're not wrong
Yeah.
to a degree. And I mean, that just kind of goes to show you that like that's where all of our problems lie, right? I mean, that's what ultimately that was all about.
Yeah. And I think now, with current society, I think we're entering a new era, right? Because now there's this thing, hey, toxic masculinity is a thing.
Oh boy, dude, that's a fucking subject and a half.
There's this weird little, you know, there's a new kind of people, there's a new kind of man coming out now that's like, hey man, why don't you relax with all that extra shit? You know what I mean? What's happening is that as a society as a whole, we're trying to eschew the whole, I'm a dude, I can fuck, I can throw hands, I'm gonna whoop you right. You know what I mean? Like we're trying to get rid of that and say, hey, can't we all be neutral, just peaceful little humans?
Yeah.
Regardless of gender or whatever shit. You know what I mean? We're just trying to be, let's just be nice. You know what I mean? So dudes like me, I'm kind of a dinosaur. You know what I mean? I'm the last of a dying breed. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be the last dude, me and my generation, that are still like savages. There's gonna be a new kind of savage, but that's like guys that go shoot up malls and write on incel forums.
Oh my god, dude, what?
That's the new savage. Back in my day, we just, you know what I mean?
Honestly, that's like bitch mode shit. Really, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, if you got to prove a point by killing innocent people, I mean, you really just are a piece of shit. You know, you should just be. I don't even want to get into that subject because that's definitely 100% touchy. And
Yeah.
it shouldn't. I don't know.
You don't even
Like,
want to
shit
give it
like
that
that shouldn't
time.
even. Yeah,
Yeah.
shit like that like shouldn't even be a topic of conversation. Like
Yeah.
you should never have to wake up and be like, oh man, in today's fucking news, dickhead shot up 1 billion fucking people and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Washington State. Like, I mean, why? You know, why the fuck? Like, I understand that people have problems, right? But there's better ways of dealing with problems, right? We all have problems. We all fucking get sad. We all get depressed, you know?
Yeah.
We get the fuck over it. Like, there is nothing that should tilt you so far over the edge to the point where you actually go around and kill innocent people. Like, that just shouldn't even be a thing. You know?
I don't understand it on a level of these people are coming out here they're trying to do something, right? Make a point, trying to, you know what I mean? I don't understand how coming out and just killing a handful of people,
How does that satisfy you? Right? Like,
not even has a sense, but how does that change whatever you're fighting for, whatever your ideal is? You know, they put out their little manifesto before they go out. That doesn't do anything.
No, it makes it worse.
I'm saying you
If
shot.
anything.
Yeah, you came out and shot up 12 people. Cool, man. Did you change the world in any way?
Yeah.
Listen, as a dude in general, I'm willing to put certain shit on the line in order to do what I think is right in the world. You know what I mean? Like I'm
That's
willing.
crazy, dude. They all are dudes.
Yeah. That's it.
They all are dudes, though.
Yeah.
That's the craziest part.
I think there was a chick mass shooter back in the 50s or 60s.
Chick shooter.
Yeah, it might have been the 70s, but yeah, there is an ancient one. Yeah.
Fucking Cleopatra, bro. She was a savage.
If you told me that I could trade my life for some kind of positive change in the world, I would definitely give it some consideration. I just don't see how these dudes think that they're doing that. I don't know what, you know what I mean? We see it as this horrific thing that happens and it's on the news. I wish we could take these people, talk to them, figure out, because to me it's just a malfunction in the human brain.
Yeah. But those people refuse to talk. That's like where they get that far, you know? It's like people just are so far gone at that point where I guess like being rational is just completely out of the picture, you know? For them it's like, all right, this is it. This is the only way out. Right?
Yeah.
And that's fucked. Like, it's fucked. I mean, I don't know where the underlying problem with that is, you know, where do you go and say, hey, here's a solid fix to this issue, right? Here's the duct tape to this fucking hole.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know.
I think it stems from that savage need to be like, I gotta go out, kill, pillage, the whole nine.
Prove myself type shit.
Yeah. It's just, that's how it comes out in our modern society. You know what I mean? It's that instinct. It's that, you know what I mean? And then this is the byproduct of it.
I feel like what it is, to be honest with you, man, and not to like rain on your parade, I think just from my perspective, and what it is just that people, and we're more connected than we are, right, than we ever have been as humans, right? But I feel like we're so far apart from each other at the same time, where it's like you could be out there asking for help and looking for help and just people just kind of brush you off or look at you weird. Like, I'm guilty of stuff like that, you know, where I look at a person and I'm like, oh man, that person's just fucking nuts, right? And I mean, so is everybody, right? Because ultimately at the end of the day we ignore those people, but that's the problem, right? And these people can go out there and pray for help and we're just sidelining them, right? Like that's an issue of itself as well. But I mean, it's a two-way street, right? It's always this person and that person and so on and so on. And I don't know. I can't really even I can't even justify that, right? Because like I get sad, I get annoyed, I get mad, right? Like we all do. And I understand maybe I was born a little bit more rational than some people, right? But like to me, I'm not going to be like, oh man, I'm just going to take this out on you or me, and you know,
I always
not on like an insane scale, right? Like, I might yell at you here and there, right? But at the end of the day, I'm not just gonna fucking run out and like start beating people on the fucking streets, you know? That was loud as fuck, dude.
Yeah, back, you know, I went to high school a little bit after Columbine happened, and there was this one kid. I'm not gonna mention his name, but
please don't.
But in high school, I was friends with him. My crew was friends with him. But I always was like, hey, you know what? Let me keep an eye on this cat. Let me make sure he's cool, because I think if there's going to be a guy that's going to, you know what I mean, come into school and do it, I think it's going to be this dude. So, yeah, my thing is, I always wonder, you know, I mean, listen, this is just what happens in our society right now, where every once in a while someone says, fuck it, grabs a gun and goes do crazy shit out in public. My thing is, it's happening. It's here to stay, especially in this country with guns. I'm like, hey man, what's the story before that? You know what I mean? Which girl shut him down? Which dudes wouldn't let him, you know what I mean, play ball with him or whatever? And how did it get to this point? And just as a condition, as just like a mental, you know, glitch in the human mind. How can we? It happens, and that's what it is. I want to stop it. I want to reach out to these cats and be like, how do we end this? How do we build a society? How do we scientifically approach it?
To be honest with you, man, I mean, the way it ends is like no guns. You know, I mean, ultimately, because Because why would you? And when you're and it's not to defend anybody, but when you're selling the gun to somebody, I mean you're not out there doing a physical. You're not out there doing a mental check on this person. Like, hey man, what did you have for breakfast today? Oh, I had fucking deer meat. It's like, whoa, no, you're criminally insane. You can't just base it off of that. So I mean, realistically, I don't know. It's a thing that happens, man. It's a negative thing. And
you can take away guns. Dudes are still going to throw hands. You know what I mean? I'm like, it really comes down to mental health.
but they can't hand down a whole fucking school, bro. They can't just run around like,
Yeah,
bow,
Hand-
bow.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking unless you're like a UFC fighter. In that case, then you're like, boom, that's it. I'm just gonna knock everybody out here into the next dimension.
My man said, hand it down the whole school. You know, I'm going to hand you down.
I'm saying, like, you're not just gonna be like, first grade, bitch, bow. Second grade, bitch, bow. Principal's office, bow. Oh shit, fucking vice principal. Nah, this dude's alright, man. This dude's alright. I'm gonna give him a fucking.
You're cool.
Blanket.
Fuck you.
Yo,
Second-
fucking chemistry teacher. Yo, get over here, pop. Nah, I don't know. It's.
Librarians coming at you with one of them rolly
Man,
ladders.
I remember when I wasn't
What a
able
kick.
to rent out that manga, that fucking hentai.
Yeah. Speaking of which, a good friend of ours just walked into the studio.
Speaking of which, about
One,
are you insinuating something? here?
one learned Alex Pavlenko. Alex, say hi to the.
How's it going? Alex here.
Yeah, man.
What up, dog?
How you been, dog? You find a
Oh.
place right?
Took the back roads
Well,
and shit.
just been busy, struggling through life,
I got you. Same as always.
All this coronavirus nonsense going
Oh
around.
yeah. Oh
Of
god.
course. Why the fuck is everybody bringing that up?
That's because I get 20 emails a day about this shit.
That's just wild. Yeah, I see.
So-
it.
That's fair.
Because I go to Temple University and you guys were just talking about school shooting.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
A
god.
couple of them going there.
Yeah, so...
Has anybody ever shot up Temple?
No, but there's actually always school shootings. Not school, sorry.
around.
Always shootings around Temple.
Yeah.
Like, you got Temple, and then all around it, you got
That's because
bullshit
Temple's
going
in the
on.
shit, dude.
That's true.
It's really just in
For the benefit
shit
of the
that's in
listener, Temple is in North Philly. North Philly, a couple things go down. You know what I mean?
cut. Just a few. A handful.
Every day I get one email, like, oh, robbery south of Temple. Somebody got stabbed north of Temple.
Yeah.
Every day.
Every cardinal at 3 blocks in every direction, there's something happening.
They didn't have like those
That's
fucking
Philly. That's Philly.
blankets, dude, just everywhere to like
Yeah,
comfort
well,
these motherfuckers, man.
now on top of this, I'm also getting emails about coronavirus. Because, A, I'm trying to study abroad.
Yeah.
And,
Yo, I think everybody in this room is trying to study abroad. You know what I'm saying?
but like, immediate, yeah.
All of them.
I was applying to Japan,
Wow.
and like Asia is anywhere between level 2 to level 4 health hazard
Yeah.
for traveling, and like half of those abroad programs already got shut down.
Yeah.
South Korea, it's not looking good because they're level
Yeah.
3 safety hazard, and Japan is level 2. So every day it's like, oh, here's some more information, and
I think
then
honestly, man, all travel should just be banned. Like, you should just, in times like this, man, you should just not travel. Because, I mean, like, even if you're not sick, even if you're not, it still poses a risk to yourself, right, when you go out to a different country. Because obviously you're going to come in contact with people. So I think everybody should just stay the fuck put. Everyone should just be cool. Wash your fucking hands like the news says, Cover your dumbass mouth when you fucking sneeze, you moron.
see, but it already might be too late because there's some cases of this shit going around in Philly.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
And-
all fucking paranoia, man. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, this is all fucking mass hysteria.
A decent chunk of
That's
it is.
all. That's
Absolutely, a decent chunk of it is.
Here's where they're fucking up as far as the coronavirus goes. They find people who have the coronavirus. They go in the hospital, they get checked out, they verify, yes, you have the coronavirus. And then they just let them walk out. There's like a
no, they fucking don't.
There's some point. Look, there's a 2 to 3 week. They don't know everything about this virus, but I mean, listen, you can't hold a person against their will. You know, if they have the coronavirus, they can say, "Listen, we want to quarantine you. We want to keep you away from people and all that shit." But in this country at least, they don't have the power to detain a person based off that shit. They can say, "Listen, dude, you should stay in the hospital for 3 weeks and you're good." But
I don't know. I mean, this is a pretty extreme situation, dude. Are you fact checking yourself right now? Because
I'm
I'm pretty sure it's to that point where like it's dangerous enough to where, and I mean, granted, you know, most people that have passed away from it are older,
Yeah.
which is whatever, right? Not going to take that away or give it to anybody.
Yeah.
But you should still, you should just not be fucking, you know, you shouldn't argue against this, right? If somebody's like,
Absolutely.
you got this highly contagious virus, right? You need to stay here.
Yeah.
Like, stay there.
That's what I think too. I mean, I think if you got it, the risk should be explained to you, and it should be like, all right, man, you should just hang here for about a month. Or whatever they think is happening with the virus now.
Well, apparently it's going to take a whole entire fucking year for them to find a vaccine, which, you know.
yeah.
That's actually a funny thing. Before coming here, I kind of glanced over some article. I don't know how much like bullshit this is, but I read that some HIV treatment was used to cure somebody of coronavirus.
Really?
What the
Nah,
fuck?
right? Now, I just briefly glanced over it, but the first thing that came to mind is sucks for everybody having safe sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, just cough on me, baby. Like,
Yeah, I'm immune.
I got healthcare, bitch. Oh man. Yeah, that's. I don't know. Honestly, I'm very. I'm probably by myself when it comes to this opinion, but I feel like when that shit happened, the outbreak in China, you know, they should have just closed the whole entire fucking country, dude.
Just shut it down.
Just
yeah.
shut everything down. Don't let people out. Don't let people in. Keep that shit contained. Just no.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let it be. You know, we're staying here, and that's it.
That can, I mean, yeah, it's a tough debate because it's like, yeah, I mean, look, there is something to be said for like totalitarian rule in a government, and one of the cool things is when something like this pops up, you can just make the rule, and if you're on the right path, like, you would shut a thing like that down. The thing is, we got so many different governments out here. There's so much stuff that you just can't legislate.
Yeah, but China does enough to tell people what the fuck to do as it is. So,
Yeah.
I mean, what happened there?
If
Explain that
anything,
one
they
to
just
me.
shoot them.
Explain that one to me.
Yeah, didn't Kim Jong?
That's
Wait,
North
who?
Korea.
Huh?
Yeah,
Kim who?
in North Korea.
You're not talking about Kardashian, right?
Nah, fuck no. Ills is the pops. Kim Jong Un is the son, and there was one dude. Yeah, there was one fucking dude who had the coronavirus. They verified it. Dude just started saying fuck it, whatever. I'm just gonna do whatever I want. They gunned the man down.
Yeah, they should.
One dude.
I'm at that. I'm telling you, dude. I'm at that level where like you should. If you all right, hold on, because this is a serious conversation.
It's
now,
also
right?
a strain of the flu, though.
So wait, no. But wait, it's highly contagious, right? So if you come at me, because this is the perfect opportunity to rob motherfuckers, right? You just come up to somebody and you be like, yo, run your shit. I'm gonna cough on you, right? That's a serious thing to consider. Because it is. Like, I could just walk up into a bank, not saying I'm going to. I'm not incriminating myself, I promise. But I theoretically could walk into a fucking bank, right, and go,
I'm
Yo.
gonna corona you down. Yeah.
give me the fucking money. Or else I cough in your fucking mouth.
Yeah,
Right?
that's how
But,
unvaccinated kids be getting robbed for their lunch
But
nowadays.
see, but see, that's the thing that, like, you know, that's a legitimate threat nowadays, right? Like, I could just square up on you. Like, you guys don't know if I was in, you know, I don't know if you were in cahoots with a coronavirus motherfucker.
Yeah.
And this is, by the way, where the hysteria sets in. But see, now that's a legitimate threat. Like, oh, yo, run your pockets. I'm gonna fucking cough on you, dude. I should be able to shoot you.
That's biological
I should be
warfare.
able
So
to
yeah.
defend myself. I should be able to physically and, well, not physically, but, you know, if I have a gun, I should be able to defend myself.
Oh, if you're knowingly, there are laws like that. Like if you knowingly have HIV and you have sex with people, you can get prosecuted because you transmitted a disease.
Yeah, but
So there is a law set in place. There is a legal precedent for I'm diseased. I'm going and I'm willingly hitting you with a disease. We can lock you up based off of that.
yeah, no, that's definitely
There
true,
is a
but
little there's an argument for that. I think if you
I'm
have a
saying
disease,
in times of
yeah.
panic and widespread pandemic, and I didn't mean to rhyme,
Yeah.
but I'm just a rapper. But yeah, you should totally be able to defend yourself in situations like that. You should.
I'm with you. I think the way they handle quarantine, it should be in reverse, right? If you're old, if you're weak, if you're prone to disease, if you got the HIV, what you should do is just stay inside and just, you know, your Amazon guy should just be wearing gloves and a suit, you know what I mean? Because, dude,
Where's your ointment?
Let me tell you, I'm 30. I'm in my mid-30s. I'm in the best shape of my life. Believe it or not, I'll eat the fucking coronavirus because it's gonna fucking 80% of cases are weak. I'll fucking run right through it. You know what I mean? Now a guy who's in the 60s, 70s, 80s, he hasn't. They have a snowball chance in hell.
Shit immune system.
Yeah, healthy young men, it's fine.
Let's be honest, you're not young.
Listen,
You're barely above middle age.
listen, man. As long as I get this mane, I'm good. You know what I mean? I got the hair. I fucking. You know
Can't
what I'm
let the
saying?
conditioner speak for you, man.
Dog. Yeah, as long as I can crank out 10 push-ups, man, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Can you?
Yeah, dude. You know, I'll do it. I'll do it on the pod.
You're gonna have to live
That-
stream it one day.
The Don and I worked out before he can do it.
Yeah. People, I remember one time I did push-ups at my office. We had a motivational push-up thing, right? I swear to God, my man Zach, and this chick Rachel, they were watching me do it. And they're like, all right, we gotta see this fat fuck do it,
Why
right?
you gotta name drop people though?
Yeah, because it's first names. I mean, it's a common, you know. I didn't say Zach Maffa, you know. But,
Fucking guy.
but check me out. They watched me do it, right? Moff said the funniest shit because I got down to I did in one leaping motion. I got down into push-up stance. And he was like, dude, you hear every fucking bone crack in his body? Because it went I didn't even really phase me, but I was like, fucking, you know?
Fucking shoulder blades came apart.
Oh,
For the
like,
first
yeah,
time.
looked like a fucking transformer and sound like one.
You just came back to the future, or the
Yeah.
past.
Yeah,
You
But-
just put your sunglasses on.
but yeah, dude, coronavirus, dude, I'll walk right into that shit. A minor
And
cold.
you'll not walk right out.
Dude, I've had walking pneumonia. I've had it back-to-back seasons and it's been like, I'm living. You know what I mean? I used to be in worse health. I used to be early 20s. I used to catch a fucking lung thing, you know? I'm golden.
All right. I'm gonna need sponsors for this, so that way I can send your bitch ass to Wuhan.
Yo, I'll fucking,
I'm gonna need a first class ticket to that bitch.
I'll swing dick down fucking Wuhan Street. I don't care. I'll do it.
Good luck.
Yeah, man. But that's how they should
Don't
quarantine.
come back.
Yeah.
If
how
you
they-
will.
That's how they should quarantine people, is you're old, stay the fuck in the house.
Nah, what they should just, I'm telling you, man, that was the biggest problem. That's where China fucked up. They should have just been like, nope, that's it. This is the thing.
Shut down the
We're
ports.
Done.
Yeah.
Done. Why the fuck, why should you leave? I mean, it's logical, right? Because, I mean, it is a global catastrophe at some point. It is.
Yeah.
Right now. Now everybody gives a shit about it all of a sudden.
World
'Cause
Health
before,
Organization, yeah.
2 weeks ago, we were like, oh, it's only in China, we're good.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, some fuckface in a cruise was like, yo, I'm coming back home, baby. I'm back at it again.
I'm gonna bake this
Nah.
bat and eat it and fucking
Boom, I
walk around.
coughed
yeah.
a little bit. Motherfuckers in Washington got it. Boom, I coughed a little bit. I sneezed. Boom, motherfuckers in Camden got it. There's 2 cases in Philly right now, which is crazy. So
Yeah. Well, actually, the Bucks school shut down. And
Oh, there.
and it's not even that simple, I feel like, because what if somebody that got coronavirus, he goes to the gym, sweats all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
Everybody in that gym just fucked.
What?
don't go to the gym.
What if he?
Thanks.
What if he didn't wash his balls and put his hand on it?
Yo,
Yo, what?
disgusting both ways.
What's that second paragraph of that
Oh,
shit?
fuck.
Yeah.
That's a JoJo reference.
Yo, Life of JoJo reference.
Is it?
JoJo's adventures are not that bizarre. When you start to watch them,
Fucking bizarre, dude.
they're bizarre to me. They ain't.
Every episode gets more bizarre than the last.
You know what? It depends on the kind of life you lived and been through. I look at some of that shit like it makes sense to me. I get what's happening. Maybe it's not that hype. Yeah. I feel like I've been living in the same dumbbells of those sweaty fucks. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yo, lifting the same dumbbells as those who've been playing with their dicks after not bathing for a week.
My name is Sean Donnelly. I'm 33 years old.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah. He is 33, dude. That's the fucking.
Oh fuck, man.
Yeah, man.
Good times.
Yeah.
Oh, for now. As soon
Yeah.
as we get over this bullshit, yeah. It will be good
I
times.
think we'll be fine, man. I don't know. It's a lot of exaggerated shit, right? There's a lot of numbers flying around, and let me just remind you that a lot of those numbers are fucking minuscule compared to fucking populations
Yeah.
of all these cities of the human fucking race to begin with. It's minor as fuck.
I
It's
agree.
just mass hysteria going around. Like, what can we do to fucking solve this? And you know what? Honestly, like, there's really not much that we can do. Like,
It's only going to kill the weak.
My yeah, that's true.
I mean, yeah.
My problem.
I know
with
no
it-
one wants to say that, but
My problem is that one of
No.
those one of those three just happens to be a biological terrorist. Just goes into public
Yeah.
places, spreads
True.
this shit on purpose.
if you crunch the numbers, look, the flu this season infected 32 million people, killed 50,000. The coronavirus infected 89,000 people, killed 3,000.
Is that real statistics?
Those are actual statistics. Coronavirus has, huh?
Are they statistics or statistics?
Shit. 2 more drinks, I'll let you know.
They're statistics, baby.
The coronavirus, by those numbers, it kills 1 in 30 of the people. It's according to what we gather now, 1 in 30. We talk about the flu. It's infected 32 million people. That's 1 in every 1,777 people.
I guarantee you there's still probably more people dying of fucking car accidents.
Absolutely.
50,000 people a year die of car accidents.
I feel like
I'm
that's
roughly.
saying
what
like right now in this panic.
I feel like
Yeah.
especially here in the United States, because getting a license in the United States is a joke. Shit's easy.
I'm pretty sure it's easy everywhere. Except for like Finland.
Mm,
Because in Finland they gotta do like whole fucking giant tracks of drifting and yeah, it's pretty crazy the shit that they gotta go through to get a fucking license.
yeah.
What is Finland in Scandinavia? My geography is shit.
No.
Okay.
Finland's in Europe. Right? Yeah.
It's in Europe, but
It's also
Scandinavia,
Europe. It's in
Scandinavia
Europe.
is a northeastern chunk of Europe, of Western Europe.
I think it's in the Indo-Baltic. All the same, yeah.
Gotcha.
But so if you ignore the
Don't fact
the
check.
corruption in Russia,
We don't
the
have maps.
permit test in Russia is like 100 questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people bribe, so nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
It's also impossibly fucking hard to get a car because it's expensive as fuck over there anyway.
That's
Yeah,
true, but
so-
people manage.
Permit test in Philly is 15 questions. You only need to get 12 of them right.
Mm-hmm.
I did that shit without reading the book.
Oh, I came there. You have to wait in line for like an hour and a half, right?
Yep.
I came there, took the book off of them, started reading it, gave the test out.
That's why you studied in line.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
There was
wild.
nothing else to do, so I was like, oh, why not read this bullshit?
That's pretty dope. I feel like it's all common sense. I ran to one question where it was like, if you park at the bottom of a downhill, you turn your tires a certain way, and then you pull the e-brake, which direction are your tires? I feel like that was one question I fucked up. Yeah. And I'm like, I fucked it up somehow. That and one more. I think I got 2 of them wrong. But they gave me my permit, and I was like,
Man, you only gotta get 80%. In Japan, in comparison, you actually have to pay for like driving school,
okay.
and yeah, so you have to pass driving school that you pay for,
Yeah.
and you have to pass the test at the end,
Yeah.
which makes it, which is why like taxis and all the driving businesses in Japan are actually like thriving.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
You
It's-
can't-
It's a premium.
Yeah, you can't really just be like, oh, I'm an Uber driver all of a sudden in
Yeah.
Japan. You have to go through that whole thing, and it's expensive.
Yeah, because here you just gotta have 2 arms and a fucking license.
Yeah,
you
you
just-
have a brain.
2 eyes and 2 brain
Well,
cells
that's what
will
a
rub
license
together.
is.
Oh, that's true.
In Japan,
License is actually just like
It's bullshit.
2 eyeballs, really,
Uh-huh.
is all it is.
I'm gonna throw in my stupid fact. In Japan, once you get your license,
False.
you put a chevron, like a sticker on the front of your car in the back, and that tells people you're a new driver.
Like a
It's a
graduate type
noob
shit.
sticker. Yeah. You have it
Fucking
for
take it easy on me, eh?
you know like the chevron, like the
I'm
fucking the deal, the symbol. It's like it's shaped like that. It's like yellow and green. Boom. That's what you had to do.
Basic as fuck.
Yeah.
I only know how to turn, but I forgot how to use
I know,
my signal,
yeah.
Like,
I bet that's how they feel too. They're
please
like,
excuse my signal.
Yeah, they're
I
like-
never understood like the fucking bumper stickers. Like maybe in countries like that where it's official, right? But like in America, dude, like motherfuckers have like student driver fucking things. It's like what the fuck? Like what difference does that make? I can't fucking overtake you. I can't just drive the fuck around you
Yeah.
and cut you the fuck off. Why do you have that sticker? Whoop de fucking who? Like you think it's gonna make me less pissed?
that I'm dragging behind your
I wonder
sorry ass.
who it's for, actually. I wonder if it's like for the police when they see somebody doing stupid shit. And they're like,
they
oh,
never
a
do.
student
They always-
driver.
But they never do though. They always just drive slow as fuck. That's it.
For some reason,
That's all
police
they do.
never like notices when bullshit goes on in front of you.
Yeah.
Never, not
Police
once.
should actually pull you over for like driving cautiously. Because
Yeah.
you know nobody the fuck
Under the
drives
speed
cautiously.
limit.
Because who the fuck in their right mind drives cautiously? Tell me.
Depends on the weather.
Neither of y'all motherfuckers.
Well, the weather, it's everybody all of a sudden. I mean,
Definitely not Hill.
Yeah, that's not true because it rained a little bit and so many dumb motherfuckers. Whew.
Yeah.
They people just can't drive under the weather, but
No, it's
What were we
literally
talking
as
about?
soon as a single drop of rain is like, boink. They're like, whoa, wait, hold on. Under the speed limit. I'm going now.
yeah. The
Dude,
problem
every
with
time, it's
like
crazy.
cautious drivers is that there is a difference between cautious drivers and people driving under the speed limit. Because those are the fuckers that are causing like dangerous situations.
Yep.
Because they're forcing everybody to drive around them, and people are switching lanes, speeding up,
Yep.
and that's a hazard.
You'd love my topic on the last traffic conversation.
Oh Christ!
I know in Germany on the Autobahn they had no speed limit.
Oh yeah.
People buzz the fuck through that joint just back and forth, and
They have less
And-
accidents there.
everyone's using their best judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a flat road, from what I understand. So you just get in your Lamborghini.
It's just a fucking highway is all it is. It's
Uh-huh.
just straight as fuck.
Get your Volkswagen.
Mercedes.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I need me a Mercedes.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck do you need one for?
It's just
What
to
do you
show off.
need a Mercedes for?
To show off.
He's trying to pull a white girl. Oh wait,
Crazy.
he's not. Young
Crazy
Pav,
rich
young,
Asians.
Young Pav is down with the Asian persuasion, ain't he?
Depending on how my study abroad application goes,
Yeah.
coronavirus
Denied,
might
I'll
fuck
tell
it
you.
over.
I'm gonna spoil it for you. Denied.
Right?
If I'm you, and they drop me in South Korea again, I'm popping like B12 vitamins. You know what I mean? The same shots they give you when you go to Africa, like the whole 9, like
Yo.
in a row.
Multiply that by 2. Like,
Yeah, give me that. I'm going in with a ventilator.
Yo.
Can I kiss you?
me. Just make the sound like.
At least you got fashionable masks over there.
Oh yeah. They got those joints.
That's the only plus side.
Them Gucci's.
Uh-huh. But I'm already confirmed for studying abroad in Japan. I'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Or I won't, and you'll know anyway.
Japanese chicks, they love the fuck white dudes, from what I'm told. If you're white, they're just like, cool, man, you're interesting, you're... Japanese dudes are very mild and timid. We were talking about that. They take their fucking waifus out, like, the hotels and shit. They show up with their Game Boy, like, yeah, give me the code, I'll log in, you know? That's how
No,
Japanese...
that's just like white people.
No, that's Japanese dudes. They have waifus and, you know what I mean?
And lifeus.
They got, yeah. And then there's a thing where you're playing like a dating simulator. There's hotels in Japan. You show up, you check in, and they give you a code and you get your waifu, you know what I mean?
Robot and a
And you
tentacle
pop,
visits you in the middle
you
of the
pop
night.
the game open, yeah, and you just kind of pop that in. Oh, thanks for taking me to the fucking Happy
Yeah.
Love Shine Hotel.
Don't tell me it's that virtual reality bullshit.
It's the robot hotel, dude, and then like a random dog just visits you in the middle of the
Yeah.
night. He's got tentacles fucking coming out of him, and it's weird.
You unlock an
From what
achievement,
I-
you get a picture of a mouse, you know, like...
I actually saw a video on like a robot hotel, and I'm not sure if this is the same thing that you're talking
in
about, but
Japan.
yeah, in Japan, the robot hotel that I saw had like little dogs and dinosaurs.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's the one.
not fucking fake bitches.
There's
No, they don't have fake bitches. No. That's an over exaggeration, dude. That's stretching it way
Yeah,
far,
what
man.
if-
Way far. It's like bitch ass T-Rexes and Velociraptors.
Yeah,
and
it's
fucking-
simple shit.
What I'm
Yeah.
what I'm saying is the fake bitches hotel is a
I
thing.
guarantee you, the bitch at the front though, the somebody that's like checking you in though, is probably a female or a male, depending on like I guess the.
Probably a B cup.
It's probably a person. It's
prob-
probably a human. That's well, not human. It's a robot
It's probably
resembling a human.
it's probably a chick with a B cup that's big over there. You know, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah,
But no, but
you
look,
ain't wrong.
but look, no, there is seriously like games that are linked to that. You can Google that shit later. All I'm saying is Japanese dudes.
What, checking into hotels?
Yeah, they're actual men.
Hey, I'd like a room. Would you like me to come with you?
Actual men in Japan. Look, I'm not knocking Japanese dudes. They're cool. You know what I mean? But the actual men in Japan will scoop up dating sim 8. They'll play for a while, and then these physical locations pop up, and they interact with your game, and it's super creepy. And that's
Don't ever translate this into Japan.
and that's why, yeah, exactly. And that's why when white dudes go to Japan, we fuck. All right, so you're gonna be okay over there because that's your competition.
I feel like that's not
I
the
need
only
some
reason why.
statistics, all right? I need facts.
All right, I'll hit you with some
back up.
statistics.
You got a phone?
Yeah.
No, I'll hit you with some
Backup.
statistics. So when I was in South Korea, I walked into
That's Korea, motherfucker.
All right,
okay?
but
Same
that's
thing.
Korea.
It's literally
Same thing.
just about the same shit. I walked into a 7-Eleven, tried and buy condoms, right?
They got 7-Elevens there.
Believe it or not. I think they're actually called like
No.
CU,
Yeah,
like
Seven.
CU and fucking
Seven
Seven Life Fresh or some shit.
Yo,
Shit.
Yeah, it's interesting.
you gonna tell us about the tiny condoms?
Yeah, I was gonna tell you about the tiny condoms because I couldn't read a fucking word in that whole aisle, right?
I'm just gonna creep away from that.
no.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. You're good.
So
Yeah.
I go over and I'm looking at all this shit and it's all in Korean. I don't understand a fucking word.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
pick out like the first thing that looks like alright, it looks decent. Fucking wring it out, open the shit. This thing's like fucking 2 inches long.
Okay, the length was the issue.
Yeah, the length was the issue.
What about the girth?
I don't fucking know. I didn't even bother.
Okay, because what I thought was that I thought the problem was, yeah, I thought it was a width issue, and then we're also talking about a length issue, which is wild.
No, maybe it's both. I'm not sure. But I was fucking sabotaged for my...
You just throw them right in the fucking trash, huh?
Yeah, I threw that shit right in the trash.
Yeah.
And then it turned out that bitch didn't have birth control. So
Okay, you got maybe you Genghis Khan the joint
I was sweating for a while. No, she went through to a doctor on Monday. We were good.
Nice. That's a good chick.
That is a good chick.
Yep.
Because she knew I was bouncing in like 2 weeks.
No, yeah, she's like, dude, I'm not
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was no way.
I'm not having this colonizer's fucking kid. Yeah. I got that. Yeah.
But yeah, if not for all this coronavirus bullshit, definitely recommend
there.
it. Visit the mythical lands.
You be out there throwing it down. That is something I do love, as far as chicks though, man. I love that now all chicks have an IUD. An intrauterine device for birth control. They all get this, just for the benefit of the listener. It's a device that's implanted inside the pussy. And there's multiple ways it's done. Sometimes it releases hormones that shut off the baby making shit. And I think sometimes it's just a spermicidal thing. But yeah, all chicks have this implant. Like cool chicks that know their shit. They're like, dude, I got an IUD. You can bust inside me. We're golden. And they're just, it's the best time. 2020 is the best year to be alive as a man. And we're talking about,
Excuse me?
talking about busting, you know what I mean? Dumping the whole clip up in the club. You know what I mean? Just, chicks nowadays, they got, it's sci-fi. It's like the fucking Fifth Element shit. That they just have a device. You know what an IUD is, right?
Yeah.
Fucking,
Next topic.
okay. I'm just saying, whoever invented that should get the Nobel Peace Prize. Okay, but let's go on something else.
They invent dynamite.
Let's talk about Japanese dudes' little dicks again.
Yeah, I know about that.
Great.
We've had that conversation, I think, twice. at this
We
point.
talked about
Twice.
We talked about a Hago face. That was earlier.
Oh no.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh no. You must have mentioned Belle Delphine.
Why you gotta bring up old shit?
Oh, I didn't even get into
Why
Belle
you
Delphine.
gotta bring up old shit, huh?
Belle Delphine can have the Don's kid. No.
We're done.
I got a girl,
Thank you
so
very much.
No, hold on. I got a girl, so I can't really say that.
We're calling it a night early.
No way, man.
Unfortunately,
Wait, we can-
it's been a solid 2 hours. But
Pavan
it's time-
came and ruined everything.
It's time to move on.
Okay, we can salvage this.
I think this has gone a little.
think we're good?
I think
There's
it's
gonna
gone
be a
little-
whole lot of audio
it's-
editing
it's-
going on.
Yeah, it's gone a little too far. I think the last half hour can get scratched.
Oh, great.
I got you.
Just scratch it where I said, hey, it's
good.
Pav.
No, it's good content. No, it's good content. It's just
We're good though?
yeah,
Okay.
we're great.
I'm with it. Yeah,
we
fuck
could
it.
we could run another one in the middle of the week if anything.
Yeah, we could do a little something.
I'm cool with that.
Okay. All right, folks. Hey, check it out, man. Thanks for tuning in to episode 6 of the
Peepers.
F My Podcast. Pat, what bridge did you take when you came over?
Oh, the Betty Ross.
Betsy Ross.
You're a
That's who it
bitch, dude.
You heard it
You
first,
gotta
man.
take the fucking
It's the-
Tacony, man.
It's the closest one to me.
Really?
And,
and
it
it took you what, like 5.5 minutes?
2 minutes and 10 seconds.
No, okay, no.
Yo,
it's
he gunned
supposed
it.
to be. No, wait.
I literally timed it.
He's like,
Yeah, no,
gun!
it's supposed to be from the bridge start to the house.
No,
From
no,
the what?
No, it's
Yeah,
once-
no, because
No, no.
what the fuck? Where are you
No,
gonna
no,
be
no.
filming
No,
this
no,
at
no.
the fucking bridge?
No,
Over
no.
the bridge?
No,
No.
it's 5 minutes over the bridge. I'm starting from the bridge.
No, he
Once
is 5. No, we are 5 minutes over
Oh
the
my
bridge.
god.
Once you cross the bridge,
Yes.
that's second one.
No, once you hit the bridge and then you get here is when you should stop the timer.
You're saying I'm in Philly. I touch the bridge.
No.
So like I'm on
Yes,
90.
yes,
Yo, I'm on
yes.
95. It's suddenly the bridge. That's when the timer starts.
Yes.
And then
Till
ends
when
when
you
I
get
hear.
here.
I've always counted it as soon as you get off the bridge, that's when you start the timer.
No.
That's why it's 5 minutes over the bridge.
Well, over the. Bro, you don't even live 5 over the bridge.
It doesn't
It's
make
like
grammatical sense at
2
all.
over- Listen, I'm
It's-
just saying.
it's something a dumb dude
I'm
from
just
Philly-
letting you know
yeah.
it's about 6.5 minutes over the Tacony, and it's about 5.5 over the Betsy.
The Tacoma's a gangster ass bridge compared to the Betsy Ross.
Yeah, we talked about this last time. It's a bitch and a half when it opens up.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
That
no,
is
like,
the only one that does.
but no, the Tacony
Motherfucker.
Palmyra is gutter. You know what I mean? You go down Robbins Ave, you make 4 turns. This bridge is it was the cheapest for the longest time. It's going to be the first one that collapses in Philly. It's so
It's
poor.
like $5 a fucking pop nowadays.
Is it
Like,
$5?
alright,
isn't
let's
it
go.
3? They lowered it.
No, it's 5, dude. It used to be 3. Now it's 5.
Yeah, it was like
Again?
2, 3. Yeah.
No, it's been 5 for
No.
like 2 years, bro.
No. I'm serious. About a month ago, I paid 2 or 3. I think it might have been at the Betsy Ross.
Nah,
Really?
it's always like 5.
All right, you haven't paid with cash,
It was definitely.
so you wouldn't know.
You fucking
Oh.
coronavirus bastard! What do you mean cash?
Oh, Ills is an easy pass guy. He just added himself as an easy
Yeah,
pass
what the
guy.
fuck do I need to peep out? Like, yo, what's up, man?
Yo, you trying to stay under the fucking radar? Yeah, I mean, you coming to the Don's house, yo, you gotta pay cash. You gotta turn your GPS off. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fall off the grid. You gotta make sure you ain't being followed. All that shit.
You gotta make sure you're exactly 5.5 minutes
Yeah.
over the bridge.
I was just like, Pat must have fucking gunned that shit if he made it
To
here
be
in 2
fair,
minutes.
he did get here when it
He must
was
have fucking
To be fair,
never
it was
let
like,
up off the pedal.
It was like what, like 9, 10? Yeah, that's not
It was
like,
actually like about 9 minutes since I left the bridge.
yeah. So,
The
I
dope
mean,
part about the Tacony,
and Mob, my guy.
it was $4 when all the other bridges were 5. Tacony's real as fuck. And that's why. That's why.
No, that's why Tacony was like,
That's why I posted.
what can we do to get that extra $1?
Yeah, I guess they had the cave
We'll
eventually.
add a fucking gas station right across the bridge.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what happened.
All right, folks, you have catched the 6th episode of the FMI Podcast. I am your humble and gracious host, Sean the Don Donnelly.
You have
Ills.
also caught the virus of coronas. The White Claw virus, we call it. Have a good night.
Pat, tell all these bitches what you want to do to them.